It's October the 8th, 2025. I am at Joel Pearl, thejoelpearl.com on Blue Sky, and it's time to get in the weeds. A wonderful Wednesday ahead. Nice blue skies in Toronto. It's getting chilly, though. Fall is here, baby. We had a dip in the temperatures. We went from 30 degrees Celsius to 12. So we cut in half. It's getting chilly. Jeremy Lambert's here. He's never chilly. He's ready to go. How you doing, pal?
I'm well, late evening, late night, not wrestling related, watching the hockey. That's what matters nowadays. Who cares about wrestling? And it's cold here, but it gets nice in the afternoon. That's about it though. It's been rainy the past couple of days, at least yesterday. So what can you do? A lot of rain.
Big opening night for your Colorado Avalanche.
That's right. We're going 82-0, clearly. Marty Necas is going to score 164 goals. That's what he's on pace for. And it was a good opening night victory for the team.
Time for my Sens to pick it up. They start, I believe, tonight. So that should be interesting.
I think you're wrong.
You think I'm wrong? I'm pretty sure I thought they started tonight. Maybe they start tomorrow night?
They do not play tonight. I'm correct. Everyone use the hashtag Joel is wrong about his own hockey team.
I mean, sure, they play the Lightning tomorrow. But also, let's not forget, Joel was right about many of the showdown results.
Sure.
We'll talk about that
fair.
In a little bit more. We're going long today, not only because there are two shows to talk about, but also because we, for some reason, people think that after a big 2-night affair of wrestling, that they should book their interviews the day after. So while we are appreciative, we should let everyone know that on the schedule for today, on the docket, if you will, 11 a.m. Oh baby, we're doing it. The new boss of Fightful, if you ask me, Shotzi Blackheart's going to be on the show. Very much looking forward to welcoming Shotzi back. I haven't had a chance to do a chat with Shotzi in a while. I didn't do the last one. It was Jeremy and SB3. And I'm a big fan of Shotzi's work. So I'm looking forward to having her join the show, talk a little MLW, talk a little about beating up Sean Ross Sapp, which is our favorite topic to discuss, and plenty more. And then at noon Eastern, we have House of Glory champion Charles Mason scheduled to join us. He's got a match against Manlik Therese. It's a rematch, because they did a match at the last, it was a House of Glory and Progress mix-up event, and those two went at it in a title match that ended in a DQ. So Charles Mason's going to put up that House of Glory championship this Friday at their event with Glory Comes Pride, and he's going to come and talk to us and probably threaten Jeremy Lambert while he's at it if we're lucky.
He might threaten me again. I gotta stay away from saying, like, we are alike or anything like that, because it didn't go over well last time.
No, it didn't. But you should double down. Look at what's the worst that can happen.
I mean, I will continue to pitch him on the murder, but yeah, I don't want to get I don't want to get murdered. I want to book murder. I don't want to get murdered, you know?
Well, you should probably talk to Darby, because he's a big pussy who can't actually go through with the murder, if you ask me.
Wow.
Everyone's all like, "No, security stopped him." They didn't stop him from using the first thing that he brought up, the taser.
The taser, yeah.
He could have used the taser. He was right there. He could have done anything.
They might have to murder somebody at Wrestle Dream with the way they're going. Like, they're introducing fire and tasers. If somebody doesn't get set on fire or electrocuted or thrown off something very high, or basically, because they threatened that too when Darby tried to dump Moxley over the balcony at the one venue. I think that was the Chicago residency. If they don't do any of this, they don't have some sharks. Darby swam with sharks. If they don't have some sharks out there, it'd be kind of disappointing. You tease all of this stuff. You gotta deliver on some real murder next week.
I feel like Darby should literally jump a shark at Wrestle Dream.
Okay,
that's what this has felt like. It's been a lot of teasing elements. It's a lot of honey dicking. This isn't an I honey dick match. It's an I quit match. Okay, you don't get your opponent to say honey dick, I honey dick, because then Darby would have already won. Or lost, I guess, because he didn't actually do the things he's supposed to do. Instead, it's an I quit match where he can get Moxley to say I quit by threatening him. But that could be a thing that does it. He's probably going to bring out a giant electric chair, strap him to it, and say, if you don't say I quit, I'm going to throw the switch. And then he doesn't. And Moxley says, I quit. And then Darby just walks away. It's like a de-escalation. The police are going to get involved. It's like a hostage situation. They're going to go as far as they can without doing any of the things that they're teasing. All these things are just like, in the cartoon world, one person brings out one weapon and another one brings out a bigger weapon, and then they switch and they get bigger and bigger and bigger. That's what we're doing right now, except it's only Darby bringing out bigger weapons and never using them.
I do like the idea that they just continue to bring out like bigger and bigger weapons, though. I do like, oh, here's a taser. Oh, Molotov cocktail. Oh, flamethrower. Oh,
where did he
machine
get a bazooka?
gun. Bazooka. Moxley's going to come out with a tank, an actual tank, not a Jeep. And then here comes Darby with like an F5. I don't know if that's a good plane or not, a fighter plane. I don't know anything about planes. That's what we need here.
The entire building has been rigged with IEDs. One wrong step.
They should do a landmine match. That would be something, right?
I mean, listen, Tony is tapped into old Japanese wrestling. You might think he could do it. He'll do it. He would do it at Daly's place just to say he blew up Daly's place for the tax credit.
Yeah, I think they should do a landmine match.
I think I'm
all for that. I'm all for that.
Listen, I don't know what Darby's going to do. I just know that he can't get it done whenever he shows up to try and do it. Never said it. He set him on fire once when he had him captive in a body bag. But since then, he hasn't been able to capitalize. It's not good. Henry asking Daly's place. It is an outdoor venue. You could get away with it, but there's still the opportunity for murder when that happens.
They just like clear everybody out of the building. Be like, all right, folks.
COVID law back. COVID rules. Go back. It's 2020.
Everyone,
folks.
They could do a big explosion at the football field, right? Like they could go to the football field and just do a giant explosion there.
Not during football season.
Why not?
Because there won't be enough time to get the turf down unless they're off for an extended period of time. There are certain regulations that come with, upkeeping an NFL surface. Like it's not just you plant the seeds and let's go, right? You know this.
So I don't know if you've heard about this, but there was a football game going on. I don't remember who was playing, but there was a football game going on, and then there was a giant explosion on the field in the middle of the football game. And this man came out in a mask, and he had the button with him, and he just pressed the button, and the whole field exploded. It was a big deal.
Yeah, I remember.
He like cratered in. Yeah, does everybody remember this story? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, this was in Pittsburgh, wasn't it?
Maybe. Yeah, it might have been.
Yeah, guy in a mask comes in and he just says, "I know what you want in life."
Yeah,
like, yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
So it's happened before. So I think that AEW can do it because I've seen this happen before.
Shout out to you for using a DC Comics reference.
I don't know what you're talking about. This is a real thing that happened. I watched it.
That's right. Ben Roethlisberger's routine. Yeah. So there you go. We can do it. Okay, you're right. I don't know if that was an actual NFL game. I feel like that was like an
well, it doesn't. It doesn't have to be an NFL. The fact that it's just happened before is a pretty big deal. So
yeah.
I think they can do this. Honestly, what's the Jaguars' schedule look like? Hold on.
Well, they were just home on Monday, so we know that.
Yeah.
Very excited that
they
Tony
have time. They could I'm sure they're going to London at some point. They go to London like every year because
but isn't the London game usually like very early in the season?
They've been not they, but they got 2 road games. Oh no, they got 2 home games coming up. Then they got
blew up that shit.
And they got 2 home games coming up, and then they got 2 road games. And they got 4 out of 5 on the road. They could just do it there. They could do it in the 4 out of the 5 on the road stretch. I think we can pull this off. All of November, they're basically on the road, outside of one game in the middle of November. But that's fine. We can just play it at a neutral site. Go to the Miami Stadium. They're not doing anything at that stadium except losing a bunch. So, all All right, November, we're blowing up the Jaguars field.
Okay. It'll be very funny when they do this entire match. Everything gets blown up and everyone's like, oh my God, is everyone okay? Tony Khan's like, everyone's fine. We're very, very lucky that no one got seriously injured. And then like the next Wednesday, we find out Darby Allin's out for the next 6 months because he has turf toe.
Turf toe's a bitch, man.
I know.
Like,
It's the one thing you don't expect out of a wrestling match.
There's a bunch of people who got turf toe, unfortunately. Like it's gonna ruin the NFL, this turf toe.
Oh, we're gonna have to start working on ways to have elevations.
Well, they canceled that show.
Will, yeah, I was gonna say not Will Ospreay either.
Oh.
It'll be turf toe. Everyone suddenly Darby Allin's out. He's got turf toe.
Turf toe. Turf toe sucks. All right. We're blowing up the Jacksonville Jaguars field. I feel like this is good. Yeah, Darby would probably just go through with turf toe. He's like, whatever. This ain't keeping me down that long. Tennis elbow. That's another one that like doesn't sound that bad, but is pretty horrible. I've had plantar fasciitis before.
That sucks. Yeah, I've had something like that. It's not fun.
Yeah, it's not fun at all. That was when I used to do a lot of running. I had the plantar fasciitis, and so I had to like keep a tennis ball near me and always rub my foot on the tennis ball. I do have a weight and a ball underneath me that is like good for foot stuff.
Let's leave that one alone and keep talking.
Yeah, when I sit at my desk, I like to roll my feet on it so it keeps my feet good, because I don't do as much running, but I've been getting back into skating. I got some skates, so I like to go out there and just skate on the trail, or just skate in our driveway or our road. And I got a hockey net, and so I just play a little hockey in the street, try to body check the kids and stuff.
Yeah. Are you popular with the kids after your midnight show listening party?
Oh yeah.
The kid was like, he let me listen at midnight, and all the other kids at school were just like, wow. Yeah. He sounds terrible. He woke you up for that?
No, it was good. It was good.
Anyway, what's also good is leaving a thumbs up on the video. We'll do it before the 40-minute mark today, shall we? Plenty of fireworks for everyone, because what a busy night it was yesterday. Your fireworks are they're glitching out. Look at that. They're
Sometimes
starting.
They do that. There we go. Oh no, we're just gonna keep going.
Look at that. It just never stops.
Yeah, it's pretty good, actually. I'm just gonna kind of keep it going until
I'm done. The
stops
plugs
itself.
Wow. Well, while you're
plugging stuff,
yeah, keep doing that while you're getting your subscriptions into this channel. It's free 99, and we're trying to climb up the ladder of people who like us. And it's a very small bunch, but you could be one of them. So all you got to do is hit subscribe and maybe tap the bell, get notifications while we're live every day at 10 a.m. Eastern. We drop clips, we drop shorts, we drop other shows. There's the Spotlight on Thursdays, and Rob and Maggie are live on Fridays, so you can go ahead and get the bell, tap them, get notifications. And for those who have been asking, I know it was addressed by Sean on Monday's post-Raw show. Yes, we are currently switching our audio provider. We are working on getting that up and ready. We apologize. It's been an inconvenience. We would love to be sending you the audio to your ears to listen to the show. I appreciate people asking me. I really do. I feel bad saying it's not ready yet, but as soon as it is, promise you we'll be pushing the audio. It's one of the reasons why we're doing the clips too, is so that you have at least something that you can go back and listen to if you're looking for 5 to 20 minutes of banter and conversation. So audio is going to come, I promise. And also, finally, super chats. You leave a super chat, get your question or your statement read on the air, and we always appreciate you. Matthew Hooks pointing out AEW was good, lack of women was glaring. And yes, I fully agree with that statement. It feels like you go back to Daly's Place and you go back to 2020 AEW, which in some ways is nice and in some ways is a little frustrating when you talk about the lack of women's matches after you've announced a women's Blood and Guts and a women's tag team title tournament, and you've done neither of those since that announcement, since the teases of those things. For this to be the only match, the Mercedes match, I get it. You want to give a spotlight, but you got to do a little bit more than that. So I do agree. Should have been more for the women's division in last night's show.
The Tony and Statlander video package was good. And,
yes.
It would have been nice if they had a presence on the show, though, like a live presence on the show. I know they're wrestling on the Collision show, but The Dynamite show is kind of the bigger show, so it would have been nice if they had a live presence on the show. And then Mercedes and Lacey was fine. Like it was good, but Lacey
It was.
yeah, Lacey isn't like, I don't know what people expected. There's nothing wrong with Lacey Lane. It was just, oh, okay, here's a former WWE NXT talent, and she's here. She had a good showing against Mina Shirakawa on ROH not too long ago, and I understand why they use her in that spot, but it wasn't, I don't know what, it didn't advance anything. It just, all right, Mercedes gets another victory. She's at 500 days, and I don't know if she's going to be on Wrestle Dream at all, because that's next week, and they haven't set up anything. I know she's wrestling in Denmark like in a couple of weeks. Rumble in the Burt, is that next week?
Yeah,
well?
that's next week. I think it's the day before Wrestle Dream.
So I don't know if she's going to be on Wrestle Dream at all at this point. And yeah, you mentioned it, like they announced the tag titles a couple weeks ago. We've gotten no more information on that. They announced Blood and Guts a couple weeks ago, and they haven't set that up enough, at least on Dynamite. Like they haven't like hit that quite hard enough for me. But it's still a month away, I guess. And then maybe that's their thing. He's like, oh, well, we got to get through Wrestle Dream, and then we can start hitting Blood and Guts. But they haven't done that quite enough on that on Dynamite. So yeah, disappointing with the lack of women on the show. There wasn't a much of a presence. It was one kind of, I don't want to say throwaway match, but one match where you knew what you were kind of getting there. And I think there were people who were a little disappointed that it was Lacey Lane and not, see people mention like Dakota Kai. People wanted that. I know people try to talk themselves into Izzy. I never thought it was going to be Izzy, but I understand why the sentiment might have been Izzy. And, you know, it was Lacey Lane. It's like, fine. Okay. But
on the Izzy front, by the way, she's been trying to get on the ID circuit. Like that's been her storyline.
And that doesn't actually exist.
I know, but like my point is like if she's not trying to get in with WWE, I would be very surprised. I get that, you know, when you're independent, you're trying to work wherever you can, get all the opportunities you can. I don't know if she's staying away from AEW because her and her family are nervous is what that could do to a WWE possibility. But that's just kind of my read on it. And like it's cute to do that because of the Mercedes and Bailey background and blah blah blah. 10 years ago it was Takeover Respect and all that. I get it. Like I understand what it was, but I understand it. I don't necessarily expect, you know, 700,000 viewers of Dynamite to understand it.
Yeah, but I mean, how many people are gonna understand just here's Lacey Lane? So,
well, I agree. That wasn't much better because they put her on Ring of Honor. She had a good, like you said, she had a good showing against Mina Shirakawa. And then Tony was like, why don't you come to Florida? And she's like, I live here. She's like, that's perfect. You could be a match with Mercedes. I read a few people being like, oh, she must be so happy to have gotten rid of Casey Katsunara. And I'm like, she's still with her. Like they still do the appearances together. And I think because of this, I think her and Casey might get invited into the tag title tournament. Like I don't see a reason why they wouldn't have her in. They are an established tag team. They have a story. Like at least bring them in. They're going to lose. I don't expect them to come in and win unless they want to do a big old underdog story where an established team comes in and wins their way to the top as plucky underdogs. Not saying
plucky underdogs.
Oh, they're much smaller than most of the other women they'd be facing in most cases. I'm trying to think of the other people.
They've got more team than
they have more experience. Yes.
Yeah. Than every other team.
I get
out
it.
There.
Anyway, my point of
imagine if they bring them in and they win these tag team titles. Like that's the first team you put them on. This perfect. Former WWE team.
It's perfect. It's the most TNA thing you could do, and you may as well do it.
I I like Lacey and Casey. I thought they were a good team and everything, but they cannot be in this tournament and win it. They can be in the tournament, fine. They cannot win this tournament.
I don't expect them to win it. I'd expect them to have a good showing, maybe go, a couple rounds, but maybe then they get squashed by the inevitable team, whoever that is. But there's so much more that you could have done with your women's division. And, someone's going to push back and be like, oh, but they're taping so many women's matches for Collision and so much stuff is going on in Collision. It's like, yeah, but a fraction of your audience is watching Collision, one, and two, putting him on one show and then it's a counterweight. You can't just put all of your women's matches on one show and then expect everyone to follow beyond your A show. There needs to be better balance. There needs to be more than just what they did last night, which is one match and a video package. There's more to it.
I think this week's Collision will be well watched because it follows the MLB playoffs. So they'll probably get a boost, at least the initial number. Then after that, I don't know, because people just turn it off on after that. And with this, especially with these new measurements out here, no wrestling show is doing well, and Collision already being the lowest watched show is going to continue to take more of a hit. And they could have swapped some stuff. I understand, let's make Collision important. Let's put major stuff on that to make it important. But you gotta, like Joel said, you gotta have a better balance on thing. That's where it comes down to. Just have a better balance out there, and you'll reward your viewers a little bit more when it comes to that, instead of just nothing on Dynamite or very little on Dynamite and then load up Collision, because Collision is the secondary show. People see it as the secondary show, and which is unfortunate, because I do think there is some good stuff on there, and they're trying to put good stuff on there. But everyone sees Dynamite as the A show for good reason, so you gotta put more of the women's stuff on the actual A show.
Andrew Zarian saying he's been watching WCW Saturday Night. I think Andrew's been watching the 2000s episodes when they switched from the robot that carried the logo in. He's watching the Dance Club WCW Saturday Night. Remember that intro? And it was always Alex Wright who had a match, even though Alex Wright had become the other character he had that wasn't Das Wunderkind.
Berlin.
Berlin. That's what it was. Right. Yeah. That's right. Because Berlin had the wall, brother.
Yeah.
Don't think we didn't understand your weird 90s Eastern European tropes. We get it, you weirdos. I guess that's Western European, but anyway, the point is it's all garbage. 99 Saturday Night, 2000 Saturday Night. That's what you want to watch. None of that 1996 garbage. We still
96.
We still
96 is where it's at.
We still need to ask Nash about doing the empty arena NWO Saturday night shows.
Yeah.
Anyone who was in there, him, Paul White, can't think of many other people who were around then doing those shows. Sean Waltman, that would be the guy that I would want. You know who else I would want to talk about empty arena WCW Saturday nights? Only one man I can think of. What did they do? Did they delete his video? Is that what they did? No. I was almost swinging.
I know. You got upset. You thought my video was gone.
That would have been a complete travesty. I'm mishandling this.
Andrew Zarian?
Sure. Yes,
nice
I'm waiting.
Nice
Thank you.
How are you, buddy?
Dwayne, because of Dwayne, I taught myself how to do this.
It's all Dwayne.
I stared myself in the mirror in 7th and 8th grade.
Did you go see
for
Smashing?
Hours. No, I haven't seen it. I want to see it. I've heard mixed reviews about the whole thing, but I still want to see it.
Yeah. I don't know if I'll probably see it when it's on streaming. I'm not going to theaters to see it, but I've seen the documentary, so it's not like new information to me. I do want to see if Dwayne can get himself an Oscar, although that talk.
I don't think this version of that movie is going to get him an Oscar. I think some of the previous versions that they had, because they rewrote this a number of times and they finally decided at the end just to go literally like scene by scene from the documentary in a lot of moments. I don't think that's going to win him, but I had heard some of the whatever they had written previously, and it seemed great. And then they went in a whole different direction.
Ryan says that he saw it. It's kind of boring. Yeah, Jose, it is a copy and paste from the documentary. They've said as much. They're not even trying to like dispute that. It's basically a remake of the documentary where they just pull scenes from that and then just reenact them as actors. That's why like I'm not in like a super rush to see it, even though I like Mark Kerr. I saw his career play out. I watched Pride back in the day, so I already know the story. Again, I've seen the documentary, but
see, I was a Pride fan. Were you a Pride fan over UFC in like the early days?
Yeah. Oh, I mean, not like over, but I just watched both. UFC was more accessible for me, so I watched more UFC. But once I discovered Pride, I was like, oh yeah, I gotta watch.
Oh yeah, because it was so much more pro wrestling. You know,
Yeah.
Pride leaned into the pro wrestling aspect of the big entrances and the characters, and UFC forever. Just even now, they don't do big entrances. Dana doesn't like it, but I heard that's coming to an end.
Oh, are they going to start doing big entrances?
I think there's a lot of pressure to do it. I think now with the WWE merger, there's a lot of pressure, but there's still a lot of people that want to separate. You know, they really believe that there is a belief within UFC for since, I mean, the Fertittas got it, that there is a confusion for the audience that if you do too much, they think it's pro wrestling.
Well, I mean, it's already pro wrestling, whether they want to admit that or not. That's how they're selling a lot of these fights, is these guys are playing characters to talk up the fights, and then they get it.
Do you remember when Brock got yelled for doing that? Brock was told to tone it down when he went over there.
Was he?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't.
Yeah, they didn't want Brock cutting pro wrestling promos, and they did not like it at all. They didn't want him doing that. And now it's a whole, everybody does a pro wrestling promo now.
Yeah, I mean, that's Colby Covington's whole shtick, is he's a pro wrestler. I mean, McGregor is all pro wrestling. Granted, he hasn't
Conor McGregor, Colby Covington, what's his name? Chael Sonnen, another one.
Oh, yeah, Chael Sonnen's big. Yeah. Yeah, they all just did. Tito Ortiz back in the day, like, they all did the pro wrestling shtick. And that's...
Who was your favorite? Who was your favorite, like, old school, like UFC, like... was it like Chuck Liddell era, like that kind of stuff?
Liddell was my guy. I
Liddell, Randy Couture.
Yeah. I was at UFC 88, which it's crazy to think there's like 230 of these things now. I was at UFC 88. That's when he got knocked out by Rashad Evans. I was so sad. I was like, oh man. Like, I went to go see this Chuck Liddell fight, and he just got wasted by Rashad Evans. I was very upset over that. But yeah, Liddell was my guy, and I liked Anderson Silva. I met Anderson Silva once, and he told me I was great, and I've held on to that forever. Because Anderson's like the nicest dude in the world. I was covering a Strikeforce show. Dan Henderson against Fei Zhao, I think was the fight. Dan Henderson and Fei Zhao.
That's very possible.
Yeah. I used to cover MMA. That's how I got started on Fightful. Is I was covering MMA for them. But I used to cover MMA all the time. And
Jeremy, that's actually one of the first times I ever saw your writing was when Fightful was like very heavy MMA early on. I remember reading your stories. And my brother, I don't know if you guys know my brother. You guys may know my brother.
Isn't he running for mayor of New York?
My brother, no. That's my third cousin.
Sorry, my bad.
That's my third cousin. We don't all look alike, Joel.
Well,
my brother is like as much of a historian I am to professional wrestling. My brother is that plus more with MMA. And I'm always telling him, I'm like, dude, you got to do something. I'm like, you could write. You could definitely write. I could get you a gig writing. Like he's brilliant with MMA stuff. And he's like, yeah, I just really like to read it for myself. Like that's all he does. He just reads and studies it for himself. He doesn't do anything with it.
He's letting the family down by not putting all
He's
that
letting the family down.
Use.
He did not go in my footsteps, unfortunately.
I used to cover all those shows like Strikeforce, Elite XC, UFC. Used to go there and pretend to be a journalist and everything. But now I barely watch MMA. Like I watch like the big fights. Like I watched the fights this past weekend. Alex Pereira against, I forgot who he knocked out, but
And that's a problem, isn't it? Isn't that the problem?
yeah, I don't
Nobody
know
knows what the main event was. Nobody knows who these guys are. It's a big problem for them. They've always been, Vince McMahon coined that the spoke on the wheel, and CM Punk cut that promo. UFC is the definition of a spoke on the wheel. They're like the New York Yankees. It doesn't matter who it is. Sometimes you have a big star, but you're a UFC fighter. You're not you.
Yeah.
And when you don't weigh in on the characters and you don't weigh in on having big main event heavyweight fights, this is what happens. You have a bunch of people from Dagestan that nobody knows. They dominate, and that's not a bad thing. I'm not knocking them. They dominate, mat wrestling, and then you lose all interest, and that's all it is now. It's like when the Klitschko's ran boxing, heavyweight boxing for 12 years.
I think Pereira is great, by the way. Like
Pereira is great. Yeah, he's great.
But he doesn't have. I mean, he wants to go up and fight Aspinall, and Dana White's like, I don't know about him fighting heavyweight. What do you mean? This is a big money fight. Let him fight heavyweight if that's what he wants to do.
Yeah.
Like, put together these actual money fights. I'll never legitimately, I will never forgive UFC for not. They put out the tweet of like, got to strike while the iron's hot. GSP, Silva, and Jones, and they never booked.
They never did it. No, because they don't know how to book those big money fights anymore. They get too worked up. Just pay them the freaking money. Yeah. Conor McGregor,
well, that's a whole other issue.
Forget about him being batshit crazy, right? Forget about that. Conor, they should have done everything to make it work. I'm talking before. Like, I'm not talking today. I'm talking when they had all these opportunities to have more Conor fights, when he was hot, and they didn't. They didn't want to pay him, and they didn't want to capitalize on it. And there's no stars in that company. They really have no. I'm a big believer. Listen, some people purists are gonna get really angry with me. Every now and then, okay, I'm gonna give Kobe Covington as a great example, right? Great character. You like him or not, it doesn't matter. Great talker. Have him go out there and fight someone that's a little under him that that he could win. Same thing with a John Jones. Have John Jones have an easy fight every now and then if you could get these guys to take less money to put him out there.
Well, Jones won't fight anybody.
Jones won't fight it. Yes.
Why are we talking about this fake shit?
Oh, yeah. Why are we talking about the fake wrestling? It's like about the real wrestling.
Yeah. Darby Allin doesn't know how to set someone on fire or light a Molotov cocktail in time. He doesn't know how to really murk people.
If I was to tell you if there was one person on that AEW roster that 100% knows how to light up a Molotov cocktail, I would have said it was Darby Allin, and I was so disappointed in him last night.
You should be. Everyone should be calling out Darby and just being like, bro, I thought you were hardcore. Why don't you go back to your cold plunge bath and going and jumping out of vehicles thinking that you're all that. You ain't shit, Darby. You can't light a fire. Most basic skills of human decency. You can't do that. Come on.
Yeah, the most basic skills of human decency. You don't know how to light a Molotov cocktail?
Come on. It's a rag. It's a rag in a bottle. What are we doing here?
He did get tackled really well, though. That was a hell of a tackle.
Hell of a
Sam.
Tackle. Good old Sam. Yeah. Sam was probably like, oh shit, I'm gonna lose my job over this.
They didn't have like a fire extinguisher they could have come out with to get him. They just went straight tackling. Imagine if he did light it and then he got tackled. Like that would have really caused an issue there.
Throw it into the stands. It's fine. These people are looking for dinner and a show. Dinner just happens to be the charred human flesh of the person that the Molotov cocktail lands on.
That would not have been good. Well, if the rag wasn't soaked before he went to light it, then he did it wrong. That's our point. Like,
that's the other problem.
Yeah, he didn't do it. He didn't do it right one way or another, whether he didn't soak the rag or whether he couldn't get it lit up for some reason.
This just adds to my point that Darby Allin is a giant coward. That he threatens it. He honey dicks you with violence, but he has no idea how to commit the violent crime in question. He knows how to use a flamethrower. He can press the trigger, but he ain't going to use it. He will. Yeah, he'll press the button. Maybe he'll hit you once. Come on, he only got Moxley because he was in a body bag. When he's got moving target, nothing.
They gotta blow up a car next week. They strap it with explosives and like he's got to like throw Moxley in the car and be like,
Darby couldn't even keep Pac tied up. That's right. The Pac
I bet you someone could have done it in Sora. Someone could have AI'd it in the Sora app.
Stop it. We don't give into that shit here. Go eat your potato AI videos somewhere else.
Are you an anti-AIist?
We've done this dance how many times? Yes, if there's one thing I'm anti, it's AIist.
You're an anti-AIist? Oh my God, Joel.
I know, shocker of shockers, right? Yeah, God forbid people do the work themselves. Why don't you go out to the subway, shoot it?
It's over.
Talk to the MTC. Come on.
It's over, dude. It's over. It's over. This shit is going to get scary.
Yeah,
scary.
That's why people like us should be saying no to it and explaining the detriments that it causes.
Oh no, that's all I've done. I've just been making insane AI videos of my hair coming off, me going bald, the reptilians taking over. It's all over.
There are real people who are unable to drink tap water because of your shit. Stop it.
Is that what's happened? Is that the story now? I saw someone write that, and I don't understand what they're talking about. Are they talking about Flint, Michigan?
No, that's a different problem that still persists. No, there are other places in the country where they're setting up these data centers, and the data centers need to be cooled somehow. So they're cooling with the water, and then the water gets put into a stream that is unusable for drinking water.
You know, the 1950s futurism would have solved all of this with everybody having a little nuclear reactor in their basements. What could have happened? The harm. What kind of harm could have happened if that happened? With that said, I have to go now. I have to leave. Goodbye. I love you, boys.
Bye, Andrew Zarian.
Goodbye.
Buddy.
Stop making them. Stop passing them around. Stop using it. Jesus Christ. Stop with the AI garbage. It's not good. At all.
You can't spell anti without AI.
It bookmarks the damn word. Anyway, where are we? Get a Brita filter, you'll be fine. Stop it. This is real.
That's what I use. I use a Brita filter.
People need to stop. They need to understand it could be your backyard and you'd be just as pissed off. Maybe more so. Anyway, what else is there anything else from Dynamite that the opening promo with Joe and Hangman was great. Yeah, I really enjoyed that one. It was they did a good job of making you believe that this match is personal and making you believe that the title is worth it. And once again, Mimosa Joe does exactly what he does. He is he's a badass and he takes no shit. Yeah. And Hangman, by the way, shout out to Samosa Joe. Mimosa Joe is the only person in the entire world of wrestling where he can make a promo about explaining how a wrestling match goes in psychology standpoint. Make that something that you should be scared of. He's trying to be emphatic with how he's going to beat up Hangman, and he's basically mapping up the entire match in front of you. He's telling you how it's going to play out, and then Hangman's like, it's collaborative because Hangman's like, all right, you're probably going to beat my ass because I'm hurt, but then I'm going to come back and I'm going to win when you least expect it. And I'm like, why are you giving us the finish? Why are you giving away the match free on pay-per-view and talking points? Now I don't have to watch it. But I thought this was really good. Both guys delivered. It was going to get you ready for this match.
They're just going to write an AI script to do the match, and they don't even have to wrestle now. They just laid it out right here, feed it to the script writer. I have no idea how this stuff works. I don't use it, but they're going to feed it to that, and it's like, all right, here's how the match is going to go, and we can just watch the match without watching the match. We can just watch it early because we learned how it has played out. This was good stuff from Joe and Hangman, and Samoa Joe is so good on the mic. I said it last week of just everything he does. There's an extra gravity to it. There's an extra seriousness, and he's gonna make it mean something. And Hangman is a great responder to all of that. So you knew it was gonna be good when it might have been simple, basic last week of, oh, Joe's upset because Hangman, he felt disrespected the way Hangman handed him the title, and Joe was like, yeah, I lost my eye on the prize. I want the title. That's what I'm here for. And calling Hangman a fraud, getting in his head and everything. Good stuff. And again, Hangman's response was good. My issue, not full issue, but what I question is
Go ahead. What's he going to say? He left you on pins and needles while he froze. That's perfect.
Okay.
You're back.
All right. What I question is, I don't mind it like opening the show. It's a strong open to the show. But Dynamite used to be the very
Straight,
much straight to the action. And so when they're opening with like a promo, and then you got TNA opening with the Hardy Boys match, which all right, fine. But the Hardys are maybe the biggest stars on that show. I was like, oh, this is different. Like you would expect it to be the other way around, where Dynamite's gotten a lot more doing opening promos over the years. Like let's not get that twisted. It's not like they're always straight to the action nowadays like they used to be. But I just thought it was the dichotomy of, oh, Dynamite's actually doing an opening promo instead of going right to the matches, while TNA is going right to the match instead of doing some big opening promo.
Someone in the chat saying, what was this? Joel thinks the AEW crowd is one barbecue away from cannibalism. I didn't say that. I specifically said people in Florida at Daly's Place, because Florida is a lawless, godless entity. It's not AEW fans, it's Florida wrestling fans. I should have been more specific, but yes, they're all cannibals. Awful, awful cannibals.
Yeah, Florida's all just terrible. We should
boycott Florida.
Yeah, cut them off the map like Bugs Bunny did.
And also, when someone like Mercedes is like, someone from Florida is going to get this title shot, and everyone's like, oh, it could be this person. That's kind of the point. It could literally be anyone, because it's Florida. It's one of the only places where wrestlers live. So no one should be shocked. No one should get their hopes up. It's on you, the fans, that you got Lacey Lane.
It should have been Hometown Girl.
Who would be under the mask of Hometown Girl? And why is it Tiana Perazzo?
Lacey Lane.
Lacey Lane. Yeah. She's a hometown girl, but it's Harley Cameron singing the song. Yeah, that's it. Anyway.
Yeah, they were disappointed that they didn't get all those Kyle chants this time. Like they specifically booked this to get all of these chants, and the crowd just wasn't doing it. And it was cute the first time they did it. I didn't need it this time around, and I really enjoyed the match, so I actually didn't mind that they didn't do all of these chants. But this match was booked to do this whole bit again, and the crowd was like, nah, we ain't doing it.
I don't. Here's the thing with Daly's Place, right? It's either loud or it's pin drop silent. It's really weird, the acoustics and the miking of that building. And I understand that it's an outdoor, kind of indoor-outdoor space. So I get why the problem persists. But I'm watching the Mercedes match, and like it's pretty quiet at parts of the match. And then I'm watching the main event, or I'm watching the street fight, and there's just more being picked up in the microphones. It just sounds louder. I don't know if Daly's Place... I think it really is that place where you go once a year and that's it. I understand that there is a whole history there, given where they spent the 99% of the pandemic. But whenever I watch a show at Daly's Place, I'm like, why does it feel empty? And that's because the crowd's entirely behind you. And on top of that, you have some people on the stage and you have some people around. Like, it looks emptier than it really is. But it's just the perception of it. It used to be bigger, but now it just feels not as loud, not as impactful.
I think the problem is just Florida. Like they were chanting,
yes, we should ban Florida.
And they were chanting what at Tony Storm last week. I just think it's Florida in general. I don't even think it's a Daly's Place thing. I think it's just Florida. It's just they're awful crowds. Never go to Florida. That's where I'm at.
Yeah, I mean it's Florida in general is awful. I mean, I wouldn't. I would also say Daly's Place. My point kind of stands. You can put Daly's Place anywhere in the world, and it's still going to produce the same issues when it comes to production and sound quality. That's just the way it is.
Chicago Daly's Place would have not let us down with the Kyle chants.
That's true. It would have
Florida
been
Daly's Place sucks.
Chicago Daly's Place, it's snowing in there, so I don't think you could do that. Well, yeah. What?
Well, you could do it. It doesn't have to be in October. Do it in June or something. Ain't
I
snowing
bet
in
it's
June
raining.
in Chicago.
It's raining.
That's fine. Let them wrestle in the rain.
Ryan saying Chicago is the best, unless you ask the Queen, Charlotte Flair. She hates Chicago.
People are saying that there were Kyle chants, the mic just didn't pick it up well, and that goes to Joel's point. Look, there were some chants. It was not the overwhelming chanting that they had 3 months ago, and it was, that's what they wanted. That's what they expected. They expected all the different chants when it came to Kyle, maybe even some new stuff that they could come up with, and it was very underwhelming compared to what they were hoping for when they booked this match. So you can defend it of like, oh, there was some stuff, but they wanted that to be the bit like it was 3 months ago, and it was not the bit. It was just like, oh, this is kind of a smattering of applause, a golf clap of Kyle chants.
Kyle golf chant.
Yeah, like that's what we got, and they wanted it to be this big thing. That's why they booked the match. There was no other reason to book this match. I know there's some because of conglomeration stuff, but they booked this to do the Kyle and Kyle bit again. O'Reilly's out here on Instagram doing Kyle lore and whatnot. Like, that's why they did this match, to do the whole chanting bit, and it didn't hit this time.
Reminder, folks, in about 10 minutes, Shotzi Blackheart is scheduled to join us. Talk a little MLW, talk a little bit about why she now owns Fightful after she beat the shit out of Son Ross Sapp. All the good stuff you can expect. Shotzi in about 10 minutes. Looking forward to that conversation. This Kyle match was all in service of announcing Briscoe versus Fletcher at Wrestle Dream, which is the match that you and I talked about being a high possibility, or maybe it was SP3. Either way, I'm pretty sure a combination of the three of us at one point have come to the agreement that this was the match for Wrestle Dream. Very much looking forward to it. Going back to the Briscoe wants the TNT title story, and it could be the lead to the return of MJF, or it could be just a straight up one-on-one match. These two go at it, and we're back, baby. I'm looking forward to Briscoe and Fletcher at Wrestle Dream. Should be a fun one.
It should be very good. Kyle and Mark. You think we get Kyle and Mark chance?
Let's go, Kyle. He's a Mark.
Nah, I'm looking forward to this match. Mark Briscoe's great, and Kyle Fletcher's been really strong, really the entire year, especially since he's shaved his head and everything. So it should be a great match at Wrestle Dream.
I'm looking forward to that. We got to talk about people who get haircuts and new gear. Main event, Pac and Orange Cassidy.
Well, he didn't get a haircut. I guess he kind of got a haircut. He used to have long hair. So
yeah, he got a haircut. Came back. Yeah. He got a haircut. He got a real job. He got it together like his big brother Bob, but then he decided to put on clothes and go wrestle. What was he thinking? Why did Pac decide to put on a singlet with tights over top? What was this? What was this attire choice? Is Pac trying to get not sexy boy heat? What is this? We got to talk to Pac about this new too much gear he's got going on, and the hair. Did he get rid of the hair because he thought that would be good heat? Not looking like a 12-year-old boy going to the fair with his family? What are we doing with Pac here?
Yeah, this gear sucks.
I don't like it.
I don't like it. I need Pac and his just dick shorts out there, showing it all off.
So,
you know what I mean?
Yes. Ryan saying give me slutty Pac.
Yeah.
You know what? He's going to bring that back when he turns babyface. He's going to grow his hair out again or whatever it is. I don't know what to expect, but regardless, the new gear was just jarring to me.
I apologize to Pac. I apologize. I'm about to say the meanest thing I could ever say.
Careful, he could beat you up when you're not looking.
Him. He looks too much like Austin Aries.
Oh, damn.
He's got to switch it up somehow. I'm thinking it's Austin Aries too much.
You know what?
I'm like, oh no, this isn't good.
He's going to come out with the banana next time you see him.
Oh, it's upsetting. Like when I saw him last night, I was like,
see it because of the hair.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awful.
I'm sorry, everybody. I'm sorry.
Damn.
Sorry, everyone. But Man, when he came out, I was like, oh man, why I ain't feeling this.
Still have the old theme though. Taz was a big fan. He's trying to sing it as they go into the back. He's just, and I love it. They go to the back, and Pac is sitting on the chair, and he's just got his head down. And meanwhile, Taz is like, "Oh, I love this theme." The super serious Pac moment, and you got Taz being like, "I love the song." Shit's great. The match was fun though. Like let's not deny the fact that Orange Cassidy and Pac had a great match. It was the main event because it was in service of the Darby Allin, Jon Moxley stuff. Week after week, they're really almost telling you this is the main event, is the Darby Allin Moxley I Quit match, because week after week it is the main event segment. That's why I keep getting a little nervous about Hangman being relegated to the match before the main event. I don't think it should be. I've talked about this on the show, and I believe more now than I did before that Hangman should be in the main event with Joe. It should be the last match on. But when the TV show, when it weekly ends with Darby doing something clearly over the line, but not being able to do it because he's a coward, you give credence to the idea that maybe the main event is Moxley and Darby.
I don't think that's going to be the main event. It's going to be Hangman and Joe, because that's the world title match, and they always put the world title, most of the time, put the world title match on last, unless it's a lights out. I mean, maybe they make this a lights out I Quit match, and then they go in the main event. But I understand your point of Moxley and Darby feels like the biggest thing right now, and it's got the most history behind it. I mean, it's like a year in the making at this point. It's been a year since Moxley beat Darby and took his title shot to go to Wrestle Dream to win the title from Danielson. So it is very much a year in the making. And granted, they had the coffin match and everything, but I don't think it'll be the main event. It wouldn't completely shock me if it was. Barger saying Chris and Tony should main event. I said that last night after the video package. I thought that was a really good video package, and I wouldn't be upset if it main evented, but the fact that they kind of just gave it a video package and they're putting that stuff on Collision basically is telling you that ain't going to be the main event. I think they could have got there with it. They just haven't tried to do it. They haven't given it the care and the attention that you would want from a main event by putting the main stuff on the main show. So I don't think that's going to be the main event, but I think they could have if they actually tried to get there. But yeah, Hangman and Joe will be the main event, most likely, just because title typically goes on last in AEW, which I'm not mad about.
Do they open with the I Quit match?
Nah, you can't open.
That would be a little excessive. That's like, we're gonna shock you into the rest of this pay-per-view.
No, I think that's the co-main event, honestly, because then I assume, it's gonna be different. I assume there is going to be some outrageous shit in that match. You can't tease Molotov cocktails and flamethrowers and tasers and whatever else they're going to do in the next week. You can't tease all that stuff and not do something over the top and outrageous in the match. So that'll probably be the co-main, and then the crowd only has to still get up for the main, which I'm sure they will, because Joe and Hangman are great professional wrestlers. So I would not do like that as the third and then do Chris and Tony, because then Chris and Tony could die out there. Just because I think it'll be a good match, but then people look at that as almost like a cool down before the main event, and I don't think you don't want to do that.
Yeah, exactly. A little bit of breaking news from Taz on his Twitter. He says, "I'll be having total shoulder replacement surgery in a short time. Therefore, I will be off AEW Dynamite for some time. See you soon." So it looks like Taz will not be doing any commentary for AEW for the foreseeable future with this shoulder replacement surgery on the horizon. You ever try saying shoulder replacement surgery 3 times fast? I just did, and it was very, very problematic. Either way, we wish Taz the best. Hopefully he heals up quick. Who knows who's going to replace him? I have a thought of who it could be, and his name is It starts with Ian and ends in Riccaboni. So we'll see who does it.
It could be Riccaboni. I mean, Riccaboni's more play-by-play though. Like, I'm fine with Riccaboni. Perfect. I think he's great.
Bring him in. No more questions.
I get it. Yeah, I don't know if anybody replaces him. I think you just do Excalibur, Tony, and Danielson. Just go from there. Honestly, like I mean, Tony is on the show still, and I know he does more like ring announcing or in-ring interview stuff now, but I just don't think really anybody comes up to replace him. And if it is, it's probably just Shivani.
Hear me out. Chris Jericho returns.
I actually think like Daddy Magic would be good because he's good on Collision. And I think him and Danielson would have a lot of fun banter, and I just kind of want to hear that. It might get a little overwhelming, but Danielson's so good that like I think he can steer the ship and not get too off track. But I could also see it getting very off track.
Just screaming at you for 2 hours every single night. That's what you want. Anyway, our guest has arrived, and if they are ready, they can give us a thumbs up and we can get right into it. Hell yeah, that's the most enthusiastic thumbs up I've seen in a while, and I appreciate it. Coming off of MLW Slaughterhouse, coming off of effectively becoming our new boss here at Fightful, we're very excited and very welcoming now to have the one and only Shotzi Blackheart back on the show. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you doing?
How are you, Shotzi?
I am fantastic. How are y'all?
Good. Are you our boss now? You gave a stunner to Sean Ross Sapp. He showed up on our show on Monday with a neck brace on. I haven't seen him at work, so I think he's out of commission. I just assume you're our boss now.
Yes,
is that true?
I am coming to take over the company. But you know what? I'm going to give him one more opportunity and invite him to wrestle me a full match in the ring.
Oh, I don't think he wants to do that because you're no.
Well, then yes, I own the company now.
This is not. I don't think this is offensive. You are crazy, and Sean is not as crazy. You know, like you're putting people through tables. You're not afraid to use light tubes, tacks, all this stuff. Sean's kind of. He ain't built like that. I love Sean, but he's not built like that. So I don't think a match goes well for him.
Yeah, that's the whole point.
I mean, Sean's whole idea of a hardcore match is using a boomerang, so that's pretty much as hard as it gets.
That's great. Maybe he could put like thumbtacks on the boomerang.
Oh, there's an idea.
Hold on. Have you ever done a fans bring the weapons match during your tenure in wrestling?
No, I haven't, but I have wanted to forever. Like, me and PK have been wanting to do that real bad. So maybe soon.
So I'm up in Canada. I'm in Toronto, and I've seen a few of those matches, and you see the craziest, weirdest stuff come out of it. One of my favorite were those mini hockey sticks, just emblazoned with thumbtacks.
Yes, I love it. I want the food though. Like, bring me brisket.
Oh no!
Rancid brisket? What are we talking about here?
Brisket, the meat. Oh, look who's here!
Yeah, you take your little drink there, Shotzi. You take your little sippy cup.
Yeah, I want to hear what you have to say.
I've had to drink out of a straw for 4 straight days now.
Hey, that's not that bad. You could get some really cool straws.
I was battling a very serious sinus infection Friday, just so you know. I was there to see the wedding, or to officiate the wedding of 2 very close friends. And sure, you were hosting the show, and sure, you said to me explicitly backstage, quote, "If you get involved in anything, I will kick your ass," end quote. Yes, I made a joke and said it was funny that you got fired. But personally, I don't understand why that should result in me facing consequences to my actions.
It was all in the contract. You clearly didn't read it when you signed up for the show. and you got what you deserved.
Sean, look, I love you, but I can't defend you on this. I said this to you on Monday. You kind of had this coming when you're making jokes about people getting fired.
Mm-hmm.
You're one to talk, Jeremy. Jeremy, I drove 6 hours to Cleveland for your wedding. Not
True.
even Cleveland. Cuyahoga Falls or some.
Let's not dox me,
shit.
please.
Whatever. Listen, come on. One of the burbs. You're like from where LeBron's from. Whatever. You couldn't make the little trip down to Dayton to support me and be there for me. Why aren't you ever there for my wrestling bookings, Jeremy? Why haven't you ever driven hours?
I drove to Chicago for
That doesn't count.
Oh, okay.
We hold on. We even have visual proof of this.
It doesn't count.
He's singing his heart out for this.
No.
Yeah. That's a photo
Quick
of a
with the
mouse.
receipts.
Yeah, that's a mouse photo right there too. Big time getting that photo. It was so late that it was announced. I legitimately did want to go to this last week in Dayton, but it got announced so late that I couldn't arrange it in time. I got 12 kids, Sean. I can't just rearrange my entire schedule for your wrestling.
Of kids.
I do a lot of fucking, Shotzi. So
that's what I'm talking about. It's my kind of show.
I knew you would appreciate it, Shotzi. I knew it.
I just want to say he doesn't do that much fucking. He adopted like 9 of them. So we're clear. He's not that cool. He's not that impressive. Not really.
Wow.
Oh my God. Anyway. So then,
are you okay, Sean?
No, I'm not okay. Are
you blind as well? Are you blind?
Seen my mentions the last week? Worse than Linda McMahon, they said. A worse son or sell than Donald Trump, they said. It wasn't a sell. She hit me.
Exactly. That was real.
Then why'd you have to go get other companies in on it? Tombstones? Why? I thought when I opened up my DM the other day, it'd be a dear Mr. SRS. I would like to apologize for brutally assaulting you last night in front of your lovely wife, of whom I complimented her sweater.
Oh, she was great. I love her. Did you like the tombstone though? It's custom tombstone.
It did sort of put over Fightful Select, so that was okay. It was okay. But I just want you to know something, Shotzi. I respect you. I really do respect you, like as a person and a performer. But if that 1-2 would have connected with you, you wouldn't be standing here right now. If those punches that I threw after that stunner would have, even if the wind would have even caught you from those.
I mean, we can test that. We can test that for sure.
We probably shouldn't. I like to leave it hypothetical. My neck.
I mean, I've seen you in the ring before, so I know you've got it in you.
You cannot deal with that drop toe hold, Shotzi. You can't. It was one time I did an impaler and Gangrel said, "Not bad." So how about that one? How about, you ever had Gangrel say "not bad" to you? Probably. But still.
I mean, I like to challenge myself, so.
She's already challenged you on this show, Sean. She said she wants to have a match. I said that probably would not end well for you.
Not cleared.
Because, now he's not
cleared. Not cleared for action. Do you see the neck brace? Now I've got sensitivity to sunlight.
Oh.
Hey, I wrestled with a broken arm. You can wrestle with a broken neck. You're fine.
Well, I mean, was it really broken? Was it really a broken arm, or were you just trying to get sympathy from people?
It was legitimately broken.
I haven't seen the X-rays.
She got ran over by a tank, Sean.
I did contact her doctor to try to get him to leak me medical documents, which he did not. But we'll see. But
this doesn't sound on the up and up.
That sounds like the HIPAA violation that people often talk about.
I didn't talk to a hippo. I talked to a doctor. Okay.
Again, ostentatiously, this time it feels like it's a legitimate HIPAA
You're
violation.
from Canada. What does it matter, Joel? All your shit's free anyway.
Ain't it great?
At least now the doctor would have gotten paid for leaking information. Like, who knows if Shotzi will ever pay her bills?
Never.
Because I learned one thing. Revolver doesn't have medical coverage. I learned that on Friday very clearly. Because
I hate to break it to you, but nobody on the indies has medical.
Well, I saw like a row of 4 neck braces laying there, and hey, can I have one? And Sami Callihan just waved at me like this and said, no. And I was like, how many people do you expect to have cervical spinal injuries on this show, Sammy?
I think that was toilet paper, not neck braces.
Well, I had to order this from CVS out of pocket, so I'm going to fill Revolver.
I think they have medical coverage. They just didn't give it to you. They just refused medical coverage for you.
Well, Revolver and Shotzi will hear from my lawyer. I hope you all have a lovely day.
Oh, get ready for that Mark Sterling call,
no.
Shotzi. I assume that's
my lawyer.
Oh, well, there might be a conflict of interest there. I feel like Mark Sterling's everybody's lawyer, right?
I know, right? But, I mean, I think he likes me the best.
That's fair.
Yeah,
You could actually pay him. I don't know about Sean.
Yeah, you probably pay him on time.
Yeah. Sean's giving out select subscriptions as the payment. Like you get a free 6 months of Fightful Select, and that's how I will pay you.
Speed Punk donated a super chat, by the way, saying Kurt Angle won the gold Olympic medal with a broken neck, so you can wrestle Shotzi, Sean. Agree.
See?
I agree.
Let's not compare Sean to Kurt Angle. Come on now.
I think the idea is overcoming adversity here.
Oh, okay. All right. I don't feel like Sean does that too well either, honestly. You mentioned Priscilla Kelly, PK, earlier. I know you have a good relationship with her, but also is she stalking you? Because she comes and attacks you. You tag each other at Hog Wrestling. Here she is showing up at MLW. What's going on here? It's kind of maybe it's a little flattering. I don't know, but when she showed up at MLW on the video screen, it was like, oh, this girl again?
Yeah, I think she's a little jelly. You know, I've done a lot since we both got released, and I think she's jealous of what I'm doing right now. So she's she's trying to hop in there and take what I've been doing and building since I left WWE.
She says she's gonna burn everything down when she comes there.
Yeah, she's a little crazy. She's destructive.
You mentioned that maybe if fans bring the weapons match against her, that's something you guys want to do. I mean, I can just imagine what you two are potentially pitching when you finally do get in the ring at MLW.
Yeah, I know. Our relationship's a little weird. Like, I love the girl. We vibe. We're like two peas in a pod, but we also bring the worst out of each other. And I think that's why we have such good chemistry in the ring. It's chaos versus chaos. And if we did a fans bring the weapons match, that would be a pretty disturbing match, I think.
Now,
brisket was something that you wanted people to
brisket. Yes.
Okay. Now,
barbed wire and brisket.
Okay. All right. I just want to put it out there on the record so people know what to bring.
Now, is it confirmed? Are you guys facing at the Don Gatto show in Charleston in November?
I think that is happening.
Okay.
I'm gonna say that that's happening.
All right, we gotta get a stipulation on this thing. You last time you were on the show, you said coffin match you would like to do. So
ooh,
I think
yes.
Yeah, let's pitch that out there.
I have been pitching a casket match for every show that I'm on in October, and nobody has come through with a casket for me, and it's really pissing me off, to be honest, because this is something that I pitched at WWE for years. Like, every year I would pitch a casket match for myself, and never did it come true. So I'm getting gypped again another year.
You know what's
Did
really
it-
frustrating, by the way? I was looking back on your time in NXT and everything, and like you are the Halloween girl, and I'm so annoyed that you never got to do the Halloween Battle Royal in NXT on the Florida Loop.
Oh, I know. Yeah, that didn't happen because, well, like COVID kind of ruined everything.
Yeah.
Because when I started, I probably did like 2 months of coconut shows, and then we stopped doing them completely. So yeah, I didn't get to do that.
What would you have dressed up as, though?
Oh, I don't know. That's a tough one. I feel like everyone was doing wrestlers, so like maybe like Kane or something. You know, got to do something spooky.
Would you go one sleeve or two sleeve Kane?
Oh, you know, it's that iconic one with like the mesh that I really
Oh,
love.
okay.
2001 Kane. Yeah.
Yes,
all right.
yeah. That fit. I have been wanting to do like a Shotzi version of that forever.
No 98 Kane for you. I get it.
Did a casket match ever come close in WWE or elsewhere? Were they ever like, oh, you know, we'll think about that, or was it just an immediate like, nah, we're not doing that?
Yeah. Well, I've been pitching it forever. Because no girl had ever had a casket match in WWE while I was there. I think like Tatum and I forget who.
Oh, Wendy Chu.
Wendy Chu, yes.
Yeah.
Tatum and Wendy Chu had the first one, but like forever I was like, I want to be the first woman to have a casket match, please, please, please. And I think it was gonna happen like that second year. I was supposed to like, I was told I was gonna get like a championship match at Halloween Havoc, like my second year at NXT, but then I got called up, so I wasn't on that Halloween Havoc. So I wanted to pitch a casket match for that, but it just didn't happen.
Can you confirm to me that Chemical X was a Powerpuff Girls reference for you three?
I mean, it.
Or was there another thing behind it?
When we formed, that wasn't the intention, but when we all looked at each other, we were like, oh my God, we're basically the Powerpuff Girls.
So like what was the intention of calling it Chemical X? Was it something that you guys came up with, or was it just this is the name, go with it?
Oh, the actual name? Yes. That was
name.
Stolen. That was stolen from Powerpuff Girls.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So I'm not crazy.
No, you're not crazy.
All right.
Yeah.
Just for other things.
Yeah.
Got it.
No. Yep.
A few weeks ago, you jumped off, maybe a month ago at this point, you jumped off a hot dog stand.
Yeah.
We've had a few people on who have talked about this. Did you guys get hot dogs? And what went into just jumping off the stand, getting up there and be like, all right, this is what we're going to do?
Well, I mean, everything was super random because we did not expect to be kicked out of the building. Like we genuinely were not supposed to be out there. And yeah, it was just like the perfect storm. And I saw Matt Justice climb the hot dog. And then I was like, yo, I got to join you. Let's do this together.
Yeah, we had Justice on the show, and we also had the promoter talking about
Yeah.
We got a lot of different angles coming out of that, let me tell you.
We just need to get the hot dog stand guy on
Yeah,
here next.
well,
Then
yes. Well, if we ever go back there, which I think we're banned from that venue, I don't think they got paid for that show at all. Everything went to the bills for the fire department. So yeah, my pay was cut significantly, which I think it's worth it.
I'm glad you think so. I saw your Disney junkyard video with Brandy. First of all, are you going to go and find some more Disney and Universal, antiques? Is that something that you want to keep doing for content? And also, how's that been reuniting on screen with Brandy? Because you guys were doing a lot of stuff together before you went over to WWE.
Oh yeah, I mean, like, that's my girl. Like, she's a big old foodie, so we like eating together, and we both love the park. So Anything that involves Disney or Universal, I love getting down with her on that. But yeah, I love shopping and I love antiques and I love Halloween Horror Nights. So going to like the Lakeland Antique Store, I love looking at all the Halloween horror stuff that I cannot afford.
Is there like a holy grail, something you, if money were no option, you would want?
Oh, I mean, like you saw the video, they had that Dragula there. And that is what I want. I want the Dragula, the Rob Zombie Dragula. That was a prop at Halloween Horror Nights. Like, that would just be in my bedroom. And yeah, that would be the greatest thing ever.
Does Cardona, is he like a snob when it comes to Disney and trying to tell you like where to go, what to ride with everything?
No, I think he knows that I'm like pretty aware about all of the Disney lore. So no, he does not give me any tips. He talks to my husband quite a bit about Disney. They've actually turned into little Disney buddies, and he took my husband out to the new Pirates bar, which is really annoying. They did not invite me.
Wow.
Yeah, I know.
Well, now you gotta go on like a Disney date with Chelsea, and then
yes.
Yeah.
I immediately told her that. Well, now we need a girls' day at the Pirate Bar.
That sounds like Cardona just coming in and swooping all the
yes
husbands out here.
Yeah, he's stealing my husband. My husband's like doing plans for their house, and because my husband's an architect, so he's like helping them build his toy room or whatever. I'm like, oh, this is so annoying already.
This is how you get back at them. You and Chelsea,
Yeah.
You somehow not only enjoy your Pirates Day, but then you also somehow get into the Castle Hotel. That's how you get back at them. Just take it all from Matt.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. We'll have an even better Disney day.
If you really want to get back at him, if he's building the toy house or the toy room or whatever, I mean, this would not reflect well on your husband, so I don't actually suggest this. But like faulty shelves or something, he's got all those toys up there, and they just collapse, and everything gets broken. It's like that's some real repayment.
Yeah, I should.
Right
yeah,
there.
I should mess with his. I should mess with his plans. I should like go in there and like erase some things.
Yeah.
Oh, no,
you know, if like one of those figures gets a scratch on it, like he's gonna go off the deep end with these things. So that's how you really get back at him. Mess with the figures with everything.
We're missing the obvious thing to do with this toy room. It turns into a ball pit.
Ah, well, hey, I still have all of my ball pit balls. The ball pit is not assembled right now in our house, but they are there, and I could shove them all into his toy room. I could walk over right now and do that, actually.
Just throw all the balls in there.
Yes.
Who was the funnest person to shoot with the tank and hit them potentially in the nuts?
I would say Austin Theory. He's one of my favorites. He just sold it really well. Or I actually don't even know if he was selling it. Maybe it really hurt. I'm not sure. But we only had one take because I think that one was live. And I got him right there in the nards. Like, I'm just so proud of my aim on that. Like, I had one opportunity and I got there. When I did, I think I shot Corbin a bunch in his nardy nards, and it took me a couple tries to get that backstage. But Theory, I was in my bag with that one.
I just see you walking around backstage with an iPad being like, guys, look. Right there is when I got him.
Oh, yeah, I replayed that shit over and over again. I think I posted it like 20 times on my Instagram.
Oh, God. Speaking of socials, I want to ask the speed experience. WWE Speed has been a thing, and you've partaken in the match. What's your opinion on that? And you've done the matches, you've done the sub 3 minute matches. How was that experience? What do you think of the Speed?
They're so stressful. I hate the Speed matches. They're so stressful. Yeah, they just want you to go. No psychology. Like, throw everything you know about pro wrestling out the window and just do moves and do everything that you can in those 3 minutes. Like, you fit like a 20-minute match in those 3 minutes. That's what they want. Like, that's the goal of a speed match, and it's extremely stressful.
How was it reuniting with Cross and Scarlett on GCW, then helping you out with Cardona, the backstage, your fucking ass? I believe those were your words backstage.
Raw dog.
Raw dog. Yes.
Raw
Sorry.
dog. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. You can't. That's like the main word in the promo.
This is how I knew you would appreciate my joke earlier.
I mean, like, that was so random. Like, Cross just handed my husband his phone and he was like, hey, I'm gonna cut a promo, and then he like bust out a violin randomly, and I'm like, what is happening? And me and Scarlett are just standing there, and I'm like, well, you know what, we're gonna fuck your Raw dog style. So that's just kind of how it happened. There was no rhyme or reason or planning to that promo. But I love having them with me on the indies, selfishly. You know, I'd rather them be making millions and being all over WWE TV, but selfishly, I love having them on the indies with me.
One of the first times I really got to see you live was in 2019 at the Summit. I don't know if you remember this. The Summit was an all-women's wrestling show.
Oh, yeah, I do remember that.
And you were facing Delilah Doom.
Yeah.
Do you remember much of that particular event, knowing it was all women's at a time when like Shimmer was still around and there were like all women's wrestling companies, but this event was one that was multi-promotional and you were on the show. I don't even know if you were planned to be on the show, but when you showed up, you know, it was a moment for a lot of people because you were coming up the ranks.
I for some reason remember that day being extremely hectic, and I can't remember why exactly. Maybe I was like booked for multiple things, because I think that was like in like, was there like a WWE pay-per-view happening?
Yeah, it was SummerSlam weekend. So
okay, see, that's what it was. Yeah. So there was like so many things going on, I think, that day. But yeah, that was a fun time and a really cool venue.
Yeah, it doesn't exist anymore. It got plowed down.
No way! Is that because of COVID? Like, COVID just annihilated everything cool.
Yeah, it was an event hall that was in a part of Toronto that wasn't getting a lot of, like, it's a nice part of Toronto, but it just wasn't a very popular space.
Yeah. Oh, dang.
I know.
That's a bummer.
Well, we can make things a little happier. We got a little game that we play on the show.
Okay.
It's called Partner Promo or Punch in the Face. Pretty straightforward. I'm going to give you 3 names, and you're going to pick which one you want to have a promo with in the ring, so promo versus promo, which one you want to tag with in a tag team situation, and which one you want to punch in the face, one-on-one singles competition. Are you ready?
Yes.
It's Halloween, baby, so we're picking Chucky, Pinhead, and Michael Myers. Partner, promo, punch in the face.
Oh, okay. Wait. Chucky, Pinhead, and
Michael Myers.
Okay. I'm going to tag with Pinhead because I already got the costume, so we would look so cute together. And he's super vicious. He has all of the tools and the tricks. So, yeah, we would annihilate together. I would cut a promo against... Oh, man, this is hard because I feel like Chucky would give me a great promo, right? Like, our back and forth would be an awesome banter, but then that means I have to punch Michael Myers in the face, and he's probably the strongest of the 3. So that sounds really stupid, but you know what? For the entertainment of the fans purely, I'm going to punch Michael Myers in the face and promo against Chucky.
I love it when people put a lot of thought into these answers.
I took that very seriously.
Good,
yeah.
That's why we have this game.
Shotzi, before we let you go, we have Charles Mason coming up in about 30 minutes. I know you're familiar with Charles. Yeah. Do you have a question for Charles that we can throw at him?
No, I am just learning the lore of Charles Mason. Like, he's really impressive, really intense. I don't really understand the like serial killer thing. Like, did he actually like kill people? That's what I want to know. Is that like that's like yeah?
Yeah, he threatened to kill me.
That.
He threatened to kill me on this show.
Yeah, I want to know if he's watched the new Ed Gein series and if he liked it, because I'm hearing a lot of mixed reviews on it.
Okay. We'll also ask him that. We'll ask him if he's actually killed people, and we'll ask him if he's watched the Ed Gein series.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
Well, we're looking forward to seeing Shotzi again through MLW with Don Gato at Lucha de los Muertos on November 20th. That's in Charleston. Is it South Carolina or North Carolina? I'm Canadian.
South Carolina.
Charleston, South Carolina. It'll be everywhere. Again, I'm Canadian. I can get away with this. But go check that out. And of course, MLW Slaughterhouse just passed. You can go watch the replay on YouTube. Shotzi, put over everything else you got going on and your socials as well.
I love MLW. It's my favorite place to wrestle. So please watch everything that I'm doing at MLW. Watch me in PK. And go back and watch the Graveyard Shifts. Subscribe to my YouTube channel because I'm trying to be a little YouTuber while I am also independently wrestling. And yeah, that's it.
Cross and Scarlett are back in MLW as well. So
my friends!
Yes.
My friends are with me!
I feel bad for Priscilla Kelly. She might have to deal with them as well.
That's exactly it.
We didn't talk about Cruel. My God. Cruel's been on this show a billion times and we didn't even mention it.
That's my little monster. Well, not my little monster. That's my big monster. I love Cruel. I love us together. I think we're really cool together. We're a cute little spooky couple.
He said very nice things about you when he was on our show last time. So, and Cruel's not somebody who says nice things about a lot of people. We've all seen him. It's because I got him a shot of whiskey. The last time we tagged, we celebrated with a shot of whiskey, and I think he respected me for that.
If you upset Cruel, get him a shot of whiskey, and it might.
Yep.
Yeah.
There you go. Yep. That's how you calm the monster.
There we go. Shotzi, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, Shotzi.
You're our boss now, so I guess you can show up anytime and tell us what to do.
Yep, I will.
Thank you very much. We'll see you in the next one.
Thank you, Shotzi. Have a good day.
Shotzi. What a wonderful conversation. We appreciate Shotzi for dropping by, saying hi. Go check her out. Go check out everything she's doing from MLW and beyond. She'll be at Rumble in the Burt in Winnipeg. That show's not going to be televised, but you can find a replay, I'm sure, at one point. She's doing a lot of stuff. She's wonderful. She's our boss.
Yeah. Shotzi's fantastic. It was good to have her back on the show, especially coming off of breaking Sean Ross Sapp's neck and apparently blinding him in some capacity. Shots Ross Sapp.
That's our new boss, Shots Ross Sapp.
That's good. Yeah.
Oh, that should be her Halloween costume.
Oh,
she just
goes go around asking for everybody for $6.
Says what's up, you guys, to everyone she meets. I got it. Get her back here. Tell her about this plan.
What's up, you guys? Shots Ross Sapp here with a name you know. How do you not know this person?
And if you don't know, now you know. Amazing. God. I'm gonna enjoy that.
Shotzi's fantastic. So shout out to Shotzi. Appreciate MLW for coming through with that as well. The show, the Don Gato, what Lucha. I'm going to screw it up.
Lucha de los Muertos.
Lucha de los Muertos, November 20th in Charleston, South Carolina, Joel.
South Carolina.
I don't think there is a Charleston, North Carolina.
Well,
honestly.
Listen, I'm Canadian. I can get away with this stuff. That's how it goes.
Fair. Yeah,
it's just the state. Everyone's going to watch it on YouTube.
It's all Carolina. Yeah.
If you know where Charleston is, you can look up tickets on MLW's website and you can get them there. But for now, otherwise you're just going to go and watch it on YouTube like everyone else would do.
Yeah.
Straightforward, easy. Charles Mason, House of Glory champion, is going to join us in about a half an hour. So for that time, we got to talk about this Hardy's title win. This NXT showdown.
Are you upset about this?
Yes, everyone should be upset about this.
Oh, okay.
They're about to put the NXT and TNA tag titles on Team 3D.
No, they're not.
I think they are.
No, they're not.
It's the tables match. They're gonna absolutely Team 3D. First of all, let's set this up. Last night at NXT Showdown, the Hardys beat Dark State in a match that definitely existed.
Yeah.
Definitely happened. You want to talk about 10-minute matches that weren't very good? Every show had one, and this was one of them. The Hardys beat Dark State. They win the NXT tag titles. Team 3D are in the crowd. They are doing the whole, we got the titles, and they're wearing the dorky ass Dudley Boy glasses, even though they're Team 3D now, and they're referencing Team 3D from commentary. Anyway, point is the Hardys are now double champions, triple champions if you count Fourth Row, quadruple champions if you count the possibility of them winning the House of Glory tag titles on the show that we're also going to talk to Charles Mason about. This is all in service of the Team 3D Hardys one last table match. I really do think whoever wins Call Your Shot Gauntlet is going to be part of a tag team that beats Team 3D right after they win that tables match.
They're not winning this tables match.
They're going to win. All they got to do is lift them up and do the 3D, and that's it.
I don't know if Devon can lift anybody. I don't know what Devon can do.
Oh, he can just tell people to testify and go get tables.
I don't think they're winning this. Like, why are they... Why would they win this match?
Because it's a table match. It's their specialty, Jeremy. That's what they do.
Who cares? No, stop it.
I'm just saying.
Just stop it.
And on top of that, the Hardys, who knows how much longer their contract's going to be and how much longer they're going to stay in TNA. Who knows?
Devon's done after this match. What do you mean, who knows? Devon, we know, is done.
Great. Then it's a great reset by having whoever wins Call Your Shot to come on in with their tag partner and win the tag team championships.
Should we bet on this? We got to do something on this show.
First of all, I don't believe in sports betting. Second of all, I really don't believe in pro wrestling betting. And that's not a knock on our sponsors. Get the money and do it responsibly. I just personally am not a fan of that.
This is content betting, Joel.
Oh, because then I got to wear a thing. I only have so much money.
Yeah. Come on, everybody. Come on. Let's come up with some suggestions for this Hardys and Dudleys match that we can do on this show. You don't might have to wear anything. You do pie in the face.
I also want to add one more thing. There is a possible C word coward. Thank you for the callback. I want to point out one thing. It is possible that they get around putting the NXT titles on the line by saying something like, oh, the contract was signed before they won the NXT tag titles, but also don't just try to forget the part where they didn't actually sign a contract. They shook hands on it. So there's no time to add the NXT tag titles to this situation. So they might just say it's TNA tag titles only. There is that.
Okay, so then you think if it's only TNA titles that the Hardys are going to win?
No, I still think the Team 3D would win.
Okay, so who cares if it's both titles or one title?
If Joel loses, he has to get the Sens to cancel the parade in June. I could do that. That sounds right. Because the Sens are
squats on call. Oh, we're doing
idea.
Squats on the air?
That's not happening.
Why?
No, that's just not happening.
What about jumping jacks?
No, I'm not doing physical stuff on the air.
This is content here, Joel.
I know, but nobody liked the big kid doing physical stuff in gym. Y'all made fun of those people. I'm doing that one. The internet's a mean enough place, Jeremy.
Fair. Pie to the face? Can we do that?
Oh, I don't want pie to the face. Gotta clean that shit up.
Come on, Joel.
I don't have an outside backyard giant.
Film it.
Where?
Film it in your kitchen.
No, then I got to clean it up. Who's going to clean it up?
It's not going to go everywhere. Just smush it onto your face, and you get a little bit on the floor. You'll be fine.
Ryan Lambert wants me to say nice things about the NWA on socials.
Oh, is that the show? The NWA?
I choose to believe it's the NWA because that's the ultimate slap in the face.
We need to do something out here.
I love how someone comes in here and says they'll vacate both belts if Team 3D wins. No, they'll have the Call Your Shot Gauntlet winner immediately come in and get heat. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, the Call Your Shot Gauntlet, unless it's Jake something who wins it, it's going to be a tag team guy.
Okay, this is good. You can do this. You got to do tape on your glasses and do the whole show.
All right.
Okay. Get something out of this. All right, what do I have to do if the Dudleys win, everybody? I need to dress up like a Hardy and do the juke dance.
Juke. There's a K in there.
That's what I said, juke dance.
I know. It just
okay.
pulled away and it sounded different.
Oh, sorry.
The Jew dance is what I do when I go to parties. Yeah. Anyway, not important.
All right, so Joel's got to put tape on his glasses for the show. Somebody throw something out there for me. I'm a little bit more, willing to put my body on the line.
Don't do that for this shit. For TNA, don't do that shit. There are enough people putting their bodies on the line for nothing in TNA. Please don't match that.
Let's do the entire show as Willow, like face paint and everything. I mean, I would do it. I just don't know about like putting all that together with the face paint. As my wife could paint my face for this whole thing. Just to wear the Jeff Hardy hand and arm ripped stockings. I don't know if we have any of those.
But you don't have a Spencer's Gift somewhere nearby?
Does Spencer's Gift exist anymore?
The one that I knew about here is closed. So here at Halloween might have it. Jeremy dresses as Triple H. Jeremy has to do an entire episode as Tony Khan pitching Dynamite. Just 2 hours of yelling.
I mean, all right.
No, that sounds bad for everyone. You have to do the whole show as Kimmy.
So Britt Baker.
It's going to be Britt Baker, and I love Chris Jericho. Oh, I loved it, by the way. Yesterday, a bunch of people tagging me on the Sammy vlog because apparently Kimmy is in it a bunch of times. And I was like, guys, she literally texted us the clips.
Yeah, she did. Yeah. I didn't respond. I think I was in the middle of working. I was like, all right, sure. What's going on here? Yeah, I didn't respond to it.
Someone saying 2 hours of yelling is great. I'm just saying great.
Yeah, just saying great the whole show. Great and tremendous.
Yeah. Be a tremendous show. Be on a great run of shows. Our lowest ever. Oh my god.
Yeah, that million viewership clip is not aging well.
Very aged.
Yeah. They've lost 1 million.
Oh no. Yeah, you have to every single time you open up your mouth to speak, you have to say great question.
I shave my beard. I mean, I'll trim it. I don't mind doing that. I'm not gonna like completely shave it off.
Yeah, remember, I'm wearing tape on my glasses. Let's not go crazy here. Again, it's a TNA pay-per-view.
No, I mean, like, I'm willing to do.
I know. Jeremy is Booker T on commentary.
What? He was like giggitying last night when Lola was hitting.
Yeah, because he's got a new Latino woman that he's gonna fawn over and make into a sex object, because that's what Booker does. He picks one Latina and he just goes to town making weird. It's weird and it's gross, and they keep being okay with it. And you got Stephanie talking about how it was so amazing for her to get that rub from Booker T. It's like, stop it. I know this is bullshit. Stop it. Ah, dumb.
I mean, they put up that video of like, here's all of the Devil's Kiss. Like, they're just gooner engagement out here.
All it is.
When Lola's doing the hip thrust in the corner, going back and forth, Booker's legit is like, gig it. Oh my Jesus.
Yeah, he's under the table. He's gonna pop his dick.
He's giggling over here.
It's fucking awful. It's disgusting, dude.
Fucking Quagmire. Just
someone thinks this is a good idea and continues to push him to it.
Hold on.
What's up?
We got some potential breaking news here.
Oh no. Is Booker T gonna be on our show?
No. PWI PW Insider can confirm that WWE and Santos Escobar have come to terms on a new deal and that he is back with the promotion. just days after his contract expired, leaving Escobar a free agent. We are told that WWE management considered Escobar's concerns, and we are told made Escobar a sizably larger offer than any of their previous overtures. At this point, Escobar agreed to terms. The belief is that they came to terms late yesterday. There is no word when Escobar will be back on the road, but he's signed to the company once again.
I don't want to have to redo a thumbnail. That'll be your talk for tomorrow with SB3 at this rate, because I don't know what else you're going to talk about.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. I don't know what we're doing tomorrow since there's no Dynamite or anything tonight.
It's going to be the end of Escobar, and then the next one's going to be the return of Escobar.
Yeah. The return of Escobar, yeah.
Yeah, and like Santos Escobar released a reel where he's just going as S. Oh, it's just very funny.
Oh, okay.
We'll see, man. Listen, I'm sure he's going to tell everyone. He's going to show up. He's going to be like, I'm driving now. He's going to cut all his hair off. He's going to stand up on top of the announce desk on SmackDown. He's going to shave his head, and then he's going to say it in Spanish. He's going to say, I'm driving now in Spanish. And then next thing you know, they're going to do absolutely nothing with him. He'll go to AAA and who knows? They'll have him do ESPN app spots for the next 6 months. Someone, oh, this is awful. Killer Cross out there saying, "What is wrong with me?"
Yeah, I mean,
I listened to a CVV interview. He's very diplomatic about things, minus the whole like misogyny comment from Scarlett, which I think she makes very good point about how she thinks she is being used as leverage and her value being tied to Cross. I think that's horseshit. I agree with her on that. But yeah, Cross, like, they play very nice. I don't know what, I don't know. That's the perception that they give. I don't know what's going on outside of that.
Yeah. I
have Booker T goon over Santos. Oh yeah, man.
I good on Escobar for getting his money. I hope he does get used. SP3 and I talked about it yesterday. This is a guy who feels like you can do a lot with, and there was a lot of stop and start, and they just didn't do a lot with him. And hopefully they can get it together. It is, I don't want to say curious, but Escobar's concerns were creative, and then it says from PWI they considered Escobar's concerns and or made Escobar a sizably larger offer. It's like, what can I do creatively? And they're like, well, how about an extra 100,000? It's like, okay, but what about my creative? Well, how about an extra 200,000? And he's like, all right, fine. Who cares about the creative? Just get more money.
The Young Bucks are playing this game right now too. Who needs creative when you could just knock on the boss's door and be like, we need a money match. Give us a money match. That's basically what Escobar did. He's like, I'm going to let my contract expire. I need better creative. And they're like, how about more money? And he's like, okay. And we're back.
I mean, look, maybe it's not about money, but if they're going to keep offering you money, yeah.
It's always about money.
Yeah.
I love it. Well, at one point, JR used to call it cash and creative, the 2 C's. At this point, it's just the cash. Let's face it. You stockpile it.
Look, I mentioned it yesterday. There are people who want to get out there and they want to flex their creative muscles, and the money doesn't matter as much to them if they think they can make a good living on the indies doing the same thing. Escobar is 41. He's in his 40s. He's put his time in and everything. I'm never gonna begrudge people who are like, yeah, I'll just take some money and chill, and if you got something for me, great, and if you don't, then whatever, you're still paying me regardless. So I don't begrudge people for that. I wish I could get paid more to do less.
He's 41, but in lucha years he's 30. He's TV lucha years, he's 30, so it's okay. He looks good. Looks good for how old he is. I'm not here to be an ageist.
That Don Callis money. Don Callis was already over the salary cap, so he couldn't. Yep. He couldn't afford him. He had to make some trades, and he couldn't get the trades done in time.
Yeah, Henry's saying 41 in WWE years. That's prime age. If you are as old as WrestleMania, you are probably en route to the main event of WrestleMania in like 5 years.
Yeah, that's actually true. Most people are in their 40s who are in the main events and everything. So yeah.
Speaking of main events, Charles Mason joins us 10 minutes. Talk about Glory Comes Pride, that show, and his match with Man Like Therese, and plenty more. 10 minutes from now. So the Hardys win. They're going to lose to Team 3D at the pay-per-view, and that's a match that happened. Yes. Meanwhile, JC Jane stole it for the NXT women. All the NXT women come out wearing NXT women team t-shirts. All of the TNA women come out to, I don't know, gear that's close enough. Maybe they're a team, maybe they're not, but nobody gets a t-shirt because Carlos Silva couldn't give them a trucker hat. What are we doing? They couldn't be friends. Nobody wants to show any sort of nothing. All right, sure. Even the men, the men's team come out in their NXT football jerseys, all like, we're a team, hooah! And Team TNA is just like, we have no money, yeah! And they still won, which, by the way, I told you they would. But yeah, Kalani does get pinned last, is a soul snatcher, and JC steals it. I get it. It builds the Knockouts champions being built very quickly by having to go, down to the wire, but it's still lazy. She's still going to lose that title Bound for Glory. Here we are. That was dumb. And of course, people got on Mackenzie Mitchell for giving the wrong call after the second to last pin. She tried to call Team TNA as the winner. You know what? I don't think that was Mac making a mistake. I think that was Mac going into business for TNA and just trying to get them another victory. She did nothing wrong. Unexpectedly, Ali versus Page was amazing. Fantastic match. I wouldn't say amazing. It was great. Really well done. I thought the presentation was good. Thought that both men worked exceedingly hard and did a good job. Great match for Ali to come back to, and Ethan Page is the right guy to face. So it was a fun match. What do you think?
Yeah, I enjoyed that match. Not surprised Ethan Page won. On the women's match, so I was pretty adamant that the women for TNA were going to win. I thought that there was going to be, beef between the NXT team, and that was going to cost them. And it turns out I just had I was wrong, and they flipped it up to where Team NXT men's was beefing, which also not too much of a surprise with Trick being there and everything. And the NXT women kind of were beefing, but more or less still got along enough to win with everything. But I thought the women's match was fine. There was a chaotic mess to it. And I don't mind matches that are a chaotic mess. You know what I mean? Like, I think there needs to be more chaotic messes in wrestling. And, that this was one of them. Henry's saying, like, the referee bit was like nothing. There was no real reason for Jordan Grace.
The whole show was nothing. It ended with the two GMs shaking hands. Sorry, the GM and the director.
Yeah, that was very funny.
Just being like, and that's the show. Oh, by the way, we have a battle royal next week. You guys want to get in that? And Santino's like, oh, of course we would. Look at some of the knockouts. It's like, all right, sure, man. Just another lazy attempt. And it should be Sol Ruca, by the way, getting a shot at the NXT championship because she got the move that led to JC stealing the pin. So Sol has a claim to the NXT women's championship by like putting away the knockouts champion and blah, 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 blah. But instead it's like, no, we're going to do a battle royal and TNA is probably going to win it because we just told you they're invited. It's like, who could possibly care?
Yeah, the ending of the show was hilarious with those two. Like, well, great show.
If they had still called the show Invasion, do you think the show would have ended with them being amicable and be like, well, the invasion is over and everyone's friends again? And Ava would have been like, you bet, Santino, that was fun. Hey, by the way, next week, do you think they would have done that shit? No, they would have done something else. But instead, you got what you got. My God.
I hate the whole, like, let's tell everybody it's fake stuff. It's so dumb to me. And WWE does this a lot. And Triple H has to do it every single show that he opens up. But it's so dumb to me of like, we are friends. Everything was great. We put on a great show. here tonight. It's like, oh yeah, that's what we want to see. Just great show, everybody. Yay. Like, wasn't this an attack? Weren't you guys upset with everything? If I'm Ava, I'd be like, well, it's 2-2. We got to settle this. Like, we got to do something here. Nothing got settled here. Come back next week. Let's fight some more. Instead, it was just everybody pat yourself on the back for putting on a great show, for working together, for being collaborative.
All it was them being like, well, we successfully counter-programmed the competition tonight. Good job, everybody. Let's see how this goes, even though they're not on their usual night and we are. Both shows could have put on just their regular ass shows, and NXT would have won by virtue of only being on their regular night, and TV habit viewers picking NXT because they didn't maybe know that AEW was on Tuesday. Like both companies could have just put on a regular show and just done with it, but instead it was, everyone's got to go bigger, badder just to pretend that they know. But it's going to be fine. And then you're going to get the stupid discourse tomorrow when the ratings drop, because again, BD&P is how we do things now. We don't get same day, we get next day. Or it'll be day after next day. And it'll be, NXT will probably have a larger viewership compared to Title Tuesday. And then they'll start the whole discourse of, they didn't really try. And it's like, well, nobody knew or cared that it was on Tuesday.
I don't even know. I mean, maybe I'm sure it will be, but the numbers are just so bad right now. I think everybody's just like, well, everything just kind of sucks. Who cares that they did 300,000 compared to 400,000? Like, now it's not even, we get 700,000 wrestling fans watching. It's like, yeah, it used to be 1.7 million. So
remember the joke? Yeah, the joke used to be on Wednesdays. It would be like, good news, 1.5 million wrestling fans watched wrestling on Wednesday. Like, who cares? And people are saying, who cares? It's discourse is old and moldy. It is. That's why I'm not looking forward to it, but I know it's going to be the same old shit. And no one's going to understand it. They're just going to look at numbers and be like, which one's higher? That one's the best one. And we'll just sit here and say, all right, have fun with it. Next week, I love that they're doing El Hijo de Dr. Wagner Jr. versus Lexus King.
Dude, these matches next week.
And Josh Briggs and Matt Cardona. Matt Cardona, who's scared for his life of Josh Briggs, hides behind a door because he thinks Josh Briggs might talk sternly to him. Like, what are we doing?
These matches next week, it's like, oh, this is what you guys are rolling out here. This is the women's battle royal, but man, it's tough out there when your men's matches are Cardona and Briggs and Phantasma against Dr. Wagner and Lexus King. It's like, oh, oof.
And then the battle royal for the knockout, for the women's title match at Halloween Havoc. People in the chat are asking me, who's it going to be? I don't know. That's the problem, because I don't know who TNA could send that would make sense for them to win and challenge JC, but I don't know.
Oh, there's spoilers. I didn't know if people saw spoilers. I haven't seen the spoilers, so I legitimately do not know.
There are spoilers. Did they tape this already?
It was taped. Yeah, it was taped last night.
Oh, I did not see this.
Yeah, I haven't seen the spoilers, so if you guys know in the chat,
hold on, did we post the spoilers?
No. That's what I'm saying. I have not seen them. Like I've not seen like a full bit of spoilers. If anybody knows where they're at, let me know. I haven't looked, but it's not on kind of the main websites you would think to go to when it comes to this stuff. So
yeah, I'm quite interested in seeing how that goes up. What's next week? Next week is the 14th, October 14th, 2025. See if anyone puts them up. Nope. We know people who were there.
Yeah.
Corey was there. Well, if Corey was there, why aren't they up on Body Slam?
That's what I'm wondering. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's not up on websites. So remember when NXT was cracking down on spoilers for the longest time.
Yeah, that's how JJ got to be a big AEW fan.
Yeah, so I don't know if they're still doing that of like you can't take any photos. They're gonna lock your phones away. No,
Oh no, the
spoilers.
people are taking photos. They just don't want stuff getting out there.
Right.
Everyone signed an NDA. I don't see anywhere.
Again, I haven't seen them, so I don't know.
Where is our Corey Brennan on the scene?
I have no idea.
Corey. Well, anyway, I didn't realize that they taped them.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Yes, and Collision tapes tonight, but that doesn't air until Saturday, everybody. It does not air tonight. There's a lot of baseball.
We don't talk about baseball anymore. We're done talking
baseball.
about baseball.
Oh, yeah, that
Baseball
was
doesn't exist.
Yeah, that was rough one
not
for the
surprising.
Jays.
I cannot tell you it was surprising. The Jays were not going to go on a clean sweep of the Yankees, especially the Yankees at home. I expected it. And also, like, the Jays are playing afternoon games, baby. They were rested up. None of these 8 o'clock starts, garbage. Just messes them up. They weren't ready yet. They had they had to deal with the time change.
It's a 7 o'clock start tonight. So.
Good. Maybe they'll play an extra hour better than they did. Yeah, whatever. I hope that they can close it out tonight, and that's that, and we don't have to go to a fifth game. But again, I wasn't surprised. I think it makes it more interesting when you get a little bit of a series going. But I just want to go. Just want to go well.
Yeah, 3 games today. Baseball. Looking forward to watching some baseball. Starting at 3 o'clock with these games.
Xeno Hour is alluding to Halloween being the winner. Think Halloween. Tatum Paxley's the only person.
Paxley? Yeah, that's the only person I can think of.
She had a Knockouts World Championship match when Jordan was still the champion.
Okay.
So we'll see.
Yeah, there's 4 games. Sorry. There is 4, not 3. I was thinking of the 3 o'clock start is when it all starts, but there are all 4 series playing. That's my fault.
Will Chisholm sends a super chat saying the crazy thing is Stephanie Vaquera liked when Booker T does it. No, she says in interviews on the record that she likes what Booker T does because that's what you do. You don't go against the grain. You go because they're a family, and the family is what families do. They stick together. So no, don't get it twisted. That's what she says. Could be true, but also it could be very gross. Both things can be true. It's gross.
I gotta pop my dick, man.
We'll never go one episode without doing that.
I think we've gone a few episodes without doing it.
I mean, an episode that you and I are on, it always ends up getting used.
Yeah.
And then, Team TNA
drop.
comes. Yeah, that's fair. Team TNA comes through the crowd. They won the Survivor Series match, and it's like I said, they have no problem pinning that guy. They got no problem pinning Ricky Stanks. They did again. If Kazarian can get pinned after winning the international title,
Stop it with the Kazarian.
Well, they'll do it again. And of course, it was the finish was Trick being like, "No, I'm the captain, and I'm a captain being a bitch." And yeah, there you go. And,
like they still made Ricky look strong.
Yes.
In this loss, but yeah, still questionable getting him beat like that, because my thing is like, would they do this to Oba? Like, if Oba was in this match, would they beat him like that? And my answer is no. I think they would have done Trick and Santana fight to the back and they're both out, and then Oba would have just ran through Moose, Kazarian, and who was the other guy? Eric Young?
Javon Evans.
No, Leon Slater.
Leon Slater.
Yeah,
they're facing each other Bound for Glory.
Yeah. Like, he would have just ran through those dudes. So I felt bad for Ricky. I was like, oh, that's your first match as champion and you get beat. I understand the circumstances and everything, but that's not the bit of confidence that you would like to see from a champion.
I'm doing the pay-per-view, the Bound for Glory predictions with SB3 on Friday on True Heel Heat. That's the thing that we do whenever there's a TNA pay-per-view. He calls on me for that show. So he and I will be doing that. And of course, it's very unfortunate. And then myself, Steven Jensen, and maybe Cresta, we'll see, we'll be doing the post show on the main channel after Bound for Glory, where we will either be praising or crying, whatever that show is going to be. And right now, honestly, there are a few matches that look great, and then there are a few matches where it's like, this is ridiculous. Why are we doing this right now? So who knows? Who knows what we're going to get? but you're going to get to watch us all react to it.
Yeah, Bound for Glory. That's this Sunday. Hooray.
That is this Sunday. It's a busy weekend. Got Crown Jewel. We got early starts and everything.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to not doing anything tonight.
Yeah. I was thinking about that. I'm like, what am I going to do? What do I do with my life? Nothing.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to getting
Cry myself.
Yeah.
I do the same thing. Where are we? Trying to update my notes. Because I don't know what we're going to take for clips from this show. I never know. We'll just kind of go with it.
You've been doing a good job.
Well, thank you.
Good job
I don't know if I'm going to do as many clips as we started with. We might just go to 2 or 3 because, trying to find 3 clips to route throughout the day. That's another conversation.
Oh, we got 2 interviews for today. So
yeah, today's good. So I only need 1 extra one. And that's probably, Darby Allin's a big coward. Who's not a big coward? Not a big coward is our next guest. And if he's ready, he can give us a thumbs up. He has very famously threatened the other host of this show, rightfully so. But we're excited to welcome back the House of Glory champion. He puts up that title against man like Doris at the House of Glory show. With Glory comes pride. It's this Friday on Triller Plus. You can check it out. Or you can go there in New York if you want. The one and only Charles Mason joins us. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you feeling with that title around your side there?
This title, well earned by myself. I've heard a lot of people to get this, and whenever I have it on my shoulder, it looks good. It makes me feel good. But my day has been pretty good so far until now that I have to speak to you two. But I've been obligated to do so, some of my championship duties. So here we are. So let's make it worth my while.
I'm a little afraid to say something because last time you did more or less threaten to kill me, and I want to be on my best behavior here so I can continue to live.
Yeah, as you should.
Yeah.
Be on your best behavior because I, more times than not, make through my threats. So just because it hasn't happened yet doesn't mean it won't happen soon.
Well, we had Shotzi Blackheart on the show earlier. And she wanted us to ask. So this comes from her. This is not from me.
It's from Shotzi.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, she wanted us to ask, have you actually killed somebody?
That's not something that I can say on the air at this time. Maybe me and you can meet up, or maybe all 3 of us. 2 birds, 1 stone. And we can meet up and discuss it privately. You can come to my home. I have a lovely home, and I think you'll like it. My basement is very large, and I can show you around, and we can have a couple drinks, and we can discuss these kinds of questions. But it's not something that I think I'm going to answer on air. And if Shotzi is so curious, maybe I can invite her as well. Maybe me and her can have a private meeting and let her in and tell her all about my past and my life.
What are we drinking here at your home?
Oh, a fine wine, of course. I don't know what you normally drink, someone like you, but I like to fancy myself to a glass of wine.
Okay, I drink Terramana on this show sometimes. I also, but mainly I go with like a Captain and Coke, something
That's
like that.
Disgusting.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, I don't have the physique that I do drinking things like that.
I like this guy. Hold on. Charles, we haven't spoken before. Pleasure to meet you.
I have no idea who you are.
That's fine. I hear that a lot. I'm not here to be known. I'm here to ask questions. But I want to say, I like the idea. A nice basement, hangout, a good opportunity to explore and enjoy new surroundings and enjoy maybe a wonderful glass of I don't know, Cabernet Sauvignon with someone who has taste. Jeremy, I like this guy. He's fine.
So maybe you should come by.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, you're a big
You
boy.
go, Joel.
We can have a good time together.
Hey, speaking of big boys, I saw you hating on a fellow, I don't know, question asker, Muscle Man Malcolm. He was asking you about Waffle House once upon a time.
Yeah.
What was wrong? What was wrong with Malcolm's question? Just out of curiosity.
To insult someone like me by asking me if I've ever stepped foot in a place like Waffle House, a disgusting establishment that was made to feed the poor. people who couldn't afford to eat at fine restaurants like myself, who couldn't afford a lifestyle like I live, that they have to, succumb themselves to eating waffles at 1, 2 p.m. and a.m. or in the middle of the night. I'm not sure how it goes there, but that's how you end up like Malcolm. It seems like all he does is eat Waffle House, and maybe you've joined him on a few occasions, and that's why people like you look the way you do.
In my defense, I'm Canadian. We don't have Waffle House up here, so.
Okay, so you have something much worse, I'm sure.
It's like a Brand's Diner, I guess. Sorry, go ahead, Jeremy.
A lot of stuff goes down at 1 or 2 a.m. at a Waffle House. That might be your scene, Charles.
Maybe the parking lot. Maybe I can find someone coming out and show them a real good time. But I wouldn't step foot in a place like that.
That's fair. It is kind of a disgusting place.
So
what about a Denny's? They do a lot of hardcore shows.
A Denny's? That's maybe like a one step above a Waffle House. That you guys, I told you I don't want to be here. And if you're going to waste my time asking me about these lowbrow establishments, then I can end this now. I'm not gonna sit here and talk about places like Waffle House and Denny's.
Yeah, Joel, get it together. He's gonna kill you now. Let's talk about Men Like DeReiss. What do you think of his rapping?
His rapping, is it that
Yeah.
UK rap style of his? I think I don't know. Is it drill music? I don't know. It's terrible. It's the same song every single time. 0121 says he comes back with a new one, but it's never anything new. It's the same song every single time. He's a one-hit wonder. He's Progress champion, and I that's another one-hit wonder that he achieved. And if he thinks he's going to come into my city and my home and take away this big beautiful belt, then I don't know. Let's see how that goes for someone like him. The first time we met, the first time we had an encounter, it was in a beautiful church under the eyes of the Lord himself, and he watched me as I worked, but there were some restrictions, and that match ended in a no contest. But now there aren't any restrictions. There aren't any rules, right? This is a no disqualification match. And I hope that he said goodbye to his loved ones, anybody who cares about him. I hope that he gave the Progress Championship back to that company, because I don't think he's going back home in anything other than a body bag. So, yeah, it's going to be a really, really lovely, hopefully bloody affair on Friday night.
Is there a reason why both those world titles aren't back on the line this time like they were back in Philly?
Well, according to our general manager, Progress was not happy with how things went, and they do not want their championship to be represented this way, but they don't want it to be put on the line with someone like me, apparently. And I don't know why. I don't understand that. They knew what they were getting into when they first allowed him to put that title on the line. But the way that it ended, I don't believe they were happy, and they made some complaints. And our general manager, quite frankly, is a pussy, and he he couldn't stand up for himself, couldn't stand up for the company. So now it's just my title that's on the line. And I think that's maybe there shouldn't be any titles on the line, but I think there's a personal vendetta that he has against me, and would like nothing more than to have this title taken off of me. But you're going to have to take it off my dead body if that's what you want.
So Progress is a bunch of cowards, is what I'm hearing. And yeah, and Hog is now the GM's a pussy.
Yeah.
Is it possible that there are travel restrictions with you? Can you travel to the UK?
I can travel to the UK.
Okay.
I can travel around the world. Why not? Am I a flight risk? Maybe. Anything that I have been wrongfully convicted for in the past has been pardoned. So I can travel with no restrictions. I'm free to go to the UK, to Japan, to Germany, wherever they want me to bring my lovely little brand of violence. I'm willing to go.
There was someone last night that we watched try to get violent, but kind of fail. That's Darby Allin. He can't work a Molotov cocktail. He can't work a taser properly. Can you give him any sort of pointers?
I can definitely show someone like Darby Allin much better in person, but it takes it takes commitments. I think there's an animal inside of all of us. There's something that we need to unleash. I mentioned this last time I was on this show, that I've embraced this beast that's inside me, and that's why I became what I am today. But sometimes, you see, I fancy myself a sadist. I enjoy so much inflicting pain on others and watching them squirm and hearing them beg for mercy. It's getting me excited right now. But someone like Darby is more of a masochist, and I think that he enjoys feeling the pain and just bringing someone up like Darby. We're a match made in heaven, but I don't know if he's capable of lighting a Molotov cocktail and burning down several people with it. I wouldn't have a problem with that, and if he needs a little nudge and he needs someone to show him what it takes to do something like that, then I can show him in person.
Is fire and burning someone with a flamethrower Molotov cocktail, is that not personal enough? You know what I mean? Like, you seem like the type of person. Well, let me rephrase this. I don't want to
Allegedly type of person.
I don't want to get myself in trouble with you or anybody else. But
Mhm.
some people like to be up close a little bit more, and maybe use a knife, maybe just have the personal conversation with him. And then other people like to maybe use a different weapon from a long range, or flamethrower or something like that. But it's not quite as intimate, the feeling of the murder.
Yeah, well, you can inflict pain and hurt people without necessarily killing them or murdering them. But as you were speaking, I thought about the word intimacy, and it's much more intimate when you're up close and personal. But that does not mean that you can't include fire. Um, have you ever smelled flesh burning?
Yes.
Are you familiar with that smell?
Yeah, I burned myself when I was a kid. You can't see my scar, but
Yeah, another thing I would like to see in person. I would like to see that scar in person. Really nice. But there's a distinct smell of flesh burning, and when you use a flamethrower, yeah, sure. But when you have a match lit or something lit up close and personal, and you watch the flesh melt, you inhale that scent. Oh, that is beautiful. That is lovely. That's intoxicating. And I much rather do something and be like that and be intimate, up close and personal.
Speaking of which, sometimes I like to do my research through social media of our guests, and I was taking a look through your Instagram, and I found an old photo that I found pretty interesting.
Oh,
You in this pool with the yacht behind you. Is this
great hair? Great hair.
You know what? I can't deny it's great hair. What was this all about? Was this home? Was this on vacation? What was this all about?
This was, if I remember correctly, this was maybe in 2019. You dug deep, and I'm all about going into someone's, past and digging up old things and seeing what their routines are. I do a lot of homework on people that I watch carefully every day, and then abduct or whatever. But that was in 2019, and this was in my home in Miami, Florida. Um, and yeah, that's my pool. If you look, there's my beautiful yacht behind me. I had one of my dogs with me. There's another photo there. That dog is no longer with us. Sometimes he served his purpose though. He's very very nice, very tasty. But yeah, that was back in 2019, and really nice photo. Good hair back then. I miss that hair.
You might do research on people, but how do you feel about like Joel doing this research on you?
That's fine. I mean, he's gonna find a lot of interesting things the deeper you look, and I just don't know how happy you're gonna be with what you find. Right? Seek and you shall find, but not everybody wants to see what's under the cover. But you're more than welcome to.
Okay. I was trying to get Joel in trouble to
Oh
say,
man,
you know.
Joel, don't. I'm calm now, right? And my voice, maybe I don't seem upset or anything like that, but I've already extended the invitation to both of you. And I hope, and Joel seems like he likes me, he said, right? I like you.
Yeah, Joel. Yeah, Joel, you go. You
Yeah,
tell all about your experience.
you come, Joel, and maybe you can tell someone about your experience. I don't know if word will ever get out, but you come, Joel.
It was like a eyes wide shut type of thing. I get it. Okay, that's fine. We can, we'll work something out. Not big on going to the States for the next 18 months, but we'll get there when we get there. It's okay. Jeremy,
I
do you
can come to you if you need me to come to you.
Oh,
Like I said,
you gotta come all the way to Canada. It's gonna be a whole thing. Not worth it.
He can travel though.
I have time.
Allegedly.
I have someone to drive me. I'll be there.
Yeah.
Send me your address now, please.
I'll send it to you, Charles.
Thank you.
I'll give you the address.
You're gaining points. You are gaining points. I take back slightly what I said about you before.
Sean docs you docs me. Anyone else have an address they want to give out to somebody else?
Please.
Have you seen the this is another question from Shotzi, so if you don't like the question, please get mad at her.
Shotzi has a lot of questions, and I've passed by Shotzi quite a few times. She should ask me these in person.
Maybe she wants to be friends and she just doesn't know how to approach you, so we're bringing you together here.
Yeah, maybe.
She wanted to know, have you seen the Ed Gein documentary?
Not yet. I watched I know it came out, I think on October 3rd, and I was looking forward to watching that. But I made a promise to somebody. I said that I would watch it with them. I promised my wife that we would watch it, and she's allowed about an hour of screen time a day. So when I have time to go down to that, her own, she has a giant room that I provided for my lovely wife, personal basement. It's great. She doesn't like sunlight, so there's not much sunlight that gets in there. She's watching her figure, so she gets about 2 meals a day, and she gets 1 hour of screen time. And I want her to appreciate that, and I want to make time for her, have quality time with this woman that I love so much, who's giving me 2 beautiful children. And maybe tonight we'll get on that show. I've just been so busy, and it's been about 4 days. I haven't even brought down her meals. I hope she's okay, but I'll get to we'll get to it.
Sounds a lot like my situation where I have a kid, but I won't give them more than an hour a day of screen time, like 30 minutes. I just try to make sure that
you keep your child locked in the basement also.
We can't do the basement because there's rules. We live in
but you lock them somewhere. You lock your child somewhere.
Yeah, why wouldn't you? You don't want to get too far.
I just want to know how much we have in common. I want to know, how great of I would never do that to my children. Children are a blessing. I'll do it to my wife. You're a monster. But I can't knock it until I try it. Maybe I'll find something for them.
I'm a firm believer that children are our future unless we stop them now.
Okay. I hope, my children can carry on my legacy. And you may not have any legacy, nothing to provide to the world, but I have a lot. And I've taught them my ways. I've taught them what I do well, and hopefully they carry it on so that this beast that's inside of us and then the genes that I pass down can continue to go on far after I'm gone.
Well, for now, we'll do one last thing, and that is a little game we play on the channel. It's called Partner Promo Punch in the Face. Not sure if you've played this before with us, but
we did a different version, I believe.
Yes.
All right, then.
Yeah, this one more murder in our version last time.
Yeah, I'm going to stick to the lesser. We're going to pull it back just a little bit, just for the confines of the conversation. I'm actually going to pick 3 people that you've faced recently for that House of Glory championship, whether it's on the line or not. You're going to pick partner, promo, or punch in the face. So someone you partner with in the ring in a tag team situation. Someone you have a promo with in the ring, one-on-one, talky talk, and punch in the face, one-on-one, have a match. We're going to pick Mike Santana, Carlito, and Man Like DeReese. Partner, promo, punch in the face.
That's a good one. Let's see. I'm going to start with punch in the face. I think it's gonna have to be man like Doris. I've been looking forward to Friday for a long time. Once they took away the rules, this is my world now, and I'm gonna make him suffer. So that's gonna be the one that I'm gonna do a lot more than just punch him in the face. If we were playing this game correctly, you would know the word that I would choose for him. But we'll keep it at punch in the face. I don't want to get you guys taken off the air or fined or anything like that. Maybe it's happened already. But the other ones were partner with and then promo with.
Yeah.
I'm going to promo with Carlito. Carlito was especially funny last time we encountered one another. And I think that I just want to hear him talk. I want to hear him speak. I want to hear that beautiful accent he has, and I love the way he talks. And then partner, this may come as a surprise, it's going to be Mike Santana, and it's not because I would like his help or I think he's a great fighter by any means. It's just to have him have to stand on that apron as I am torturing someone in there. And he has to watch. He's forced to watch every single moment of it. And maybe I pick someone close to him that we go up against, and he has to just sit there and see as I tear the flesh off their skin, as I rip them to shreds, as I pick teeth out of their mouth, and there's nothing he can do about it. He's an accomplice at that point. See, my torture goes beyond just the physical. It's the mental. It's the emotional.
I mean, I get it. Psychological torture is kind of what we're made of here.
Yeah. So at any moment Mike Santana wants to come by, partner up with me, form a little team, we can do that. Former House of Glory champions. I'm the better one, obviously. Of course, I took it from him. He may need me more than I need him.
Well, for now, the current House of Glory champion Charles Mason takes on Man Like Doris this Friday. It's on Triller TV Plus in New York. It's going to be Pride Before Glory. Go check that out. Charles, is there anything you want to mention before we get you out of here?
Yeah, the name of the show is With Glory Comes Pride, I believe.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Joel, get it right.
Yeah, get it right.
Yes,
right, I'm going to have to speak to somebody. I don't know if the last guy that was on here, he got everything right. You, not so much. I'm going to have to handle you. But yes, this Friday, be there or watch on Triller, House of Glory, With Glory Comes Pride, me versus Man Like Doris. No disqualification. And I think you both know what I'm capable of when we throw all the rules out the window. I'm going to make that man suffer. I'm going to put him in agony. And I'm going to enjoy every single minute of it.
Well, we enjoyed every single minute with you, Charles Mason. Thank you.
I wish I could say the same. But
Joel will see you soon.
Yes, you will. Send me that address, please. I'm waiting.
I will.
All right.
Take care.
Thank you, Charles.
The House of Glory champion, Charles Mason. Seems like a nice guy.
He's going to kill you. I'm excited.
Oh, come on. Why would he do that? He seems like he was gonna have a good time. People in the chat are saying he should host the SmackDown post show.
That would be, I don't know if he wants to watch SmackDown. That seems torturous for him. So I don't know if we want to put him through that.
I'd do it. But again, this show is torturous, so what do you expect? Doing this 5 days a week. But it's okay. We did it. We did it. Oh, hold on. I'm just waiting. Is he? I can't tell if he's trying to pop off or if he's still in the back here.
I think it froze. I think he tried to. Yeah, I think he's.
Yeah, I think he probably
cleared.
just got.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna do that. We're just gonna. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Let's take care of that. Anyway. Thanks again to House of Glory for sending us the weirdest possible person you could have sent, and you did it.
Don't call him weird. Hold on, Joel.
He can't hear us now. It's fine. He can't hear us now.
He might still be listening.
Not anymore. He's off the stream. It's fine.
He can watch. He can pull it up on his YouTube.
What's the worst he could do? Show up and say hi?
What if his wife, who only gets 1 hour of screen time a day, what if she's spending her time watching this interview, and she tells him,
Was that
Charles Mason is not weird. We're not throwing that out there.
Well, you're not. That's fine.
Yeah, you are. I'm gonna send him your address, and he might just show up there, and we won't hear from Joel ever again.
Some people would be okay with that, including me. Anyway, this show has gone on long enough. Is there anything else from NXT that we need to talk about?
The TNA and NXT are on the same level. Congratulations, everybody.
They're best friends now. And tomorrow, Jeremy and SP3 get to relive that experience, because I don't know what they're going to talk about other than the re-signing, allegedly, of Santos Escobar.
Something dumb will happen tonight. Like something stupid will happen tonight. I'm gonna spoil all of Collision tomorrow. That's what I'm gonna do.
That's true. That should be the clip too. Yeah, people have already made something stupid because the numbers for the BD&P numbers for SmackDown are out, and it's
it's barely
1.03 million. Yes,
yeah.
Good for them.
Wrestling's dead, everyone.
Wrestling is dead. As it should be.
Yeah.
Back tomorrow, 10 a.m. Eastern. Anything to plug?
No, thank you to Shotzi and MLW. Thank you to Charles and House of Glory. And go Avs 1-0 on our road to 96-0.
I think it's 82. Did they expand the season again?
No, I'm counting. We're winning the cup.
Oh, you're doing that. Yeah, nothing. I feel like it resets to 0 when we get to that part.
98-0, I guess, because it's 16 wins. So 82 plus 16 is 98. My math was not good originally.
You write for a living. I get it.
Yeah. I don't need math. You kidding me?
Math is for suckers.
Yeah.
No, we don't need a TK-style Collision rundown because we're going to spoil it tomorrow anyway.
Yeah, Collision's not tonight. It's taping tonight, but it's not tonight.
Pile driver, the graphic for the club for the Bucks County Batman. I honestly looked up idiot Batman photo and I picked one. I really did. There were some, it's like Batman looking like an idiot. There were some AI ones where I was like, tempting, but no. I found this one, and that's an actual like still from a movie, and I was like, that's it.
That's good.
Bucks County dumbass right there.
Yeah.
Anyway, we are Bucks County Joker. So we look forward to seeing you at your local LGBTQ bookstore, and we will be stocking the food banks as well in Bucks County, and we'll be wearing our little nurses outfits, the clowns that we are, supporting communities and doing good things,
and throwing away all of our ice. No ice
in our drinks, no ice in our county, nothing. No one's going to take away our ice signs at AEW shows either in our Bucks County. Not like that. Florida, bunch of cowards taking away signs. Anyway,
well, Florida's the worst, as we've
Florida
established.
is the worst. Florida and Darby Allin, two people who just can't get it right. So for Jeremy Lambert, you know who I am. You know who he is because I just said his name. Tomorrow, 10 a.m. Leave a thumbs up for now on the video, and we'll see you in the next one. Cheers.